Hello, everybody.
Boba, more like
Dude, stop. Stop.
What? Do I have to kick you from the call again?
oh.
Welcome back
I was just-
to Hearth and Home, and welcome back to streaming in general. After my little week off, Tasty, I held off on answering your question just until I unmuted because I figured it'd be easier. My week was great, but I also feel like I've completely forgotten how to play D&D and stream.
You better get back into that groove. We got a big session coming up today, boy.
We do.
Very important.
So like I said, we were just waiting on Hilda. Not entirely sure what's going on, but they will probably be here soon. So I figured we would just hang out a little bit since it's been a while since I've streamed. How's everybody else doing?
I am a comedy genius, I know that much.
No, you're not. Koja, I will find where you live because you gave me a vague approximation of it, and I will find you.
Yeah, within like a 60-mile radius.
I
Probably
can't
more
read.
than that, honestly.
I can't read.
I took a full week off. I didn't work on anything really.
Yay!
It's very
Had a nice
relaxing.
little relaxing time. Yes.
I washed dishes because they were understaffed at my dad's restaurant.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Did
that
you
is
get
how I got said paycheck.
paid
I am still
for-
unemployed.
I was gonna say, did you get paid for that? Hope you got paid.
Yeah, I fucking hope I did.
He's like, actually, no, you will work here for free because you are my child and you get no money. God. I spent so much money the other day. Okay, so I went to Barnes and Noble yesterday. Bad decision. I spent a lot of money. But hey, I have some cool books now. So, huh?
It's always Barnes and Noble.
It is, and it was like 8 p.m. and they were about to close, and I walked in and I was like, they changed everything. And my friend that I was with was like, oh yeah, you want to go to the manga section, right? And I was like, yeah. And it was literally like it was humongous. Like it used to be like 2 or 3 shelves, and now there's like an entire section just dedicated. It was like shelves upon shelves upon shelves of this stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna have to buy everything. And I controlled myself. I bought 3 volumes of Demon Slayer and an anthology from Junji Ito. And that's it. I was control. I was going to buy a $50 hardcover of Hellsing, but I decided to not do that because that would be a bad spending of my money. So, yeah.
The spending decision being a bad decision has never stopped me in my life.
Yeah, I can tell. Gesture to new fun thing you own that I hope you do not pull out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make noises with the content chat. I spent like 5 minutes bragging about an airsoft gun I just bought.
We are literally just chilling.
Well,
Hilda is like nowhere to be found.
it's been a while since I streamed, so a little bit of chilling, that's fine by me.
Oh, gee, thanks.
But yeah, it's been a while, but we're back to normal now. So tomorrow will be more Whispers in the Woods. And I'm still trying to put together the one shot for the crows. And that should probably be happening pretty soon. They had some scheduling conflicts that we were trying to work out, but I think those should be resolved soon. So eventually we'll get to do that, which means you might see just a little bit of weird fourth wall break metagaming in a certain section of this, because we technically don't know what happened in one of the districts. I was
I
hoping to
think
get it.
I think
Go
it'd
ahead.
be really funny if they don't get it, and we're just like nothing happened there, and then you do the one shot, and it's just like
Explodes.
actually goes down. Yeah, or it's like, oh, by the way, while they were standing there staring at the wreckage of the residential district, another part of the city blew up. You're like, oh yeah, that also happened, but we don't talk about that. They didn't go over there. They didn't care about that area of the city.
I was hoping to get it going before we had the next Hearth and Home session, but scheduling conflicts and stuff like that in my week off, so it is what it is. We'll just have to make do with pretending like we all know what happened there.
We're like, oh yes, they succeeded.
I
Success.
have emotion about that district.
Oh yes, they blank. Good.
Emotion, not
good
good,
blank.
or bad yet.
Yes, they did a job. Do not know whether they did it good or bad, but they did a job. So this is fun. This is the true D&D vibe, is just sitting here.
Well, I was expecting that this might be a shorter session depending on how things go, but now that we're sort of starting late, it might be a normal stream.
Normal length.
You were like, oh yeah, this will probably go a little quicker, and then Hilda doesn't show up, and we're like, all right, well, we'll be here the same time, folks. Clear your schedules, because we've got shit to do.
Isn't truth.
So, like I said in the announcements and stuff, this will most likely be a arc finale.
Frowny face.
Which means that after that we'll eventually get the start of the next campaign to follow. Which should be good. I think I already said the name of that one, right? I don't remember. It's been
I
too
feel
long.
like you did, but I don't
Did last
remember
session.
it.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been a while,
Well,
yeah.
not technically.
Well, if anyone in the chat can tell me what it's called, then.
Extra points.
Wait, hang on. There's people in here who would actually know. Hang on. Without me having said it on stream. Okay, then I have said it. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, Silver Song.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be starting up
Interesting.
relatively soon. Yes, indeed. Set several years ago, not in the current timeline with everybody else, for a specific reason that you're not allowed to know. But yeah, it should be very interesting. Lots of new stuff to introduce, just like Whispers in the Woods. That probably won't start up like immediately the week, like next week, if we finish tonight. and it'll probably be maybe 1 or 2 weeks from now, just so that I can kind of get everything settled, and allow us to sort of pick a good time. Not particularly sure what day of the week it'll be, but it'll probably be a similar time to all the other streams, afternoon, evening. And I'll do announcements about things like that. So eventually, when we've figured everything out, then that one will start up.
Is it like new people, old people, or like a mix?
It's new people with like an asterisk next to them that you have seen them before, but they're new.
Fun.
If that makes
fun
any
stuff.
sense at all.
It does. It makes perfect sense. Wow, thank you, Jay. You explained it in such a Yes.
With one being someone that has played on a stream before.
Oh.
Just because we needed to fill an open slot.
Well, I look forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yep. Chilling and grilling.
I tried typing a bunch of A's in Hilda's DMs, but it didn't work.
Why? Is your A button broken?
No, I'm just yelling.
Oh. Why didn't it work though? I'm getting
No,
no
I mean,
response.
because Hilda didn't respond. I'm pulling it up.
No, please.
I'm not actually.
Don't hurt my family. I'm watching a video about how to cut every cheese right now.
Wait, what?
It's a video about how to cut every single type of cheese there is.
Every single type?
Yeah. It says how to cut every cheese, and it's
How long is the
42
video?
minutes long. It's 42 minutes long.
How do you get 42 minutes out of cutting
Why?
cheese?
It's
I
every
imagine
cheese.
90% of it would just be using a butter knife or something.
So here's the type of cheeses. Parmigiano Reggiano, Gruyere, Havarti, Raclette, Tetemoine, Swallowtail Tom, Goat Tom, Bismarck Clothbound Cheddar, Shelburne Farms Cheddar, Manchego Gouda, oh boy, Brie, Camembert, I can't pronounce that, Gorgonzola, Roquefort, can't pronounce that either, Winnemere, Mozzarella, Ricotta, Burrata, Queso Fresco, Feta, Farmer Cheese, Mascarpone, halloumi, and a few other things that I cannot pronounce.
I know
Every
it's
cheese.
I know it's like farmer cheese is in like the cheese of farmers, but when you said it, I just imagined a guy named Farmer Cheese.
Yes.
There's a guy. He's like,
That'd be
"Hey, my name is
hilarious.
Farmer Cheese. I make cheese." They also have videos about how to fillet every fish, or
Okay, yeah,
That's
like those
actually-
make sense. I don't understand how there's
Every-
any type of...
how to
Hang
chop
on.
every vegetable. Okay,
Hang
so for
on.
example, it was just the Parmigiano Reggiano part, and they were like, "You want to use a small, hard cheese knife to go along the grooves of the like natural way that the cheese is, and you just kind of break it off in chunks."
That's stupid. This is stupid.
Was it every fish?
Cut it with
Like,
a
did they
knife.
go down into like
It says
the
how
Marianas
to
Trench and
fillet-
like pull up
yes,
like
they have pulled out every
anglerfish and
fish.
stuff?
No, okay, here's the fish they have. They have sardine, porgy, mackerel, branzino, striped bass, sea bass, arctic char, red snapper, catfish, trout, tilefish, piramasa, pollock, salmon, monkfish, mai, skatewing, turbot, fluke, squid, and octopus. Squid and octopus aren't fish.
I mean,
Close
Oh,
enough.
how to mix every cocktail. Yes, I want to know how to mix every cocktail ever. Oh god. What are half of these things? There's so many on here. There's 50 cocktails in this video. Interesting.
Now, I know I made the announcement that this was going to be Hearth and Home session 26, possibly the finale, but actually, chat, I have tricked you. This is a cheese stream.
We are now going to watch the cheese video, and you will all learn how
we are
to cut
no,
cheese.
no, I am not this stupid video.
Oh, and you drag the cheese planer across, and you get these wonderful thin, papery slices. This is how you're
Papery
supposed.
thin.
Yes, this is how you're supposed to cut Gruyere, apparently, with
Interesting.
a cheese shaver. Okay, let's see how
I'm
to
going
cut.
insane.
Okay, so Harvati is buttery. So, what do we have to do with this? Oh, you just cut it. You just cut it into. You cut it into slices. That's it.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
I'm gonna need you to study this entire video and have it like perfectly memorized, and then you're gonna do a cameo as an NPC that's like a cheese gourmet.
Yeah, we're gonna need a
I
PowerPoint
will
presentation about
absolutely do
cheeses
this.
by the end of the
Okay,
session.
so raclette is you slice like half of the front part off, and then cut rectangular shaped wedges off the back. The rind of the raclette is absolutely delicious. Okay, so this is how. Have you guys ever seen those videos of like people with like these little pans of cheese that they like pour on top of like burgers or something, or like anything like that? Because I know what this is.
Haha,
'Cause-
cutting cheese, kind of like farting.
Please stop talking. Please mute yourself. Oh, and there's a cheese fork. Interesting. This is a very educational video. I feel well informed. Why are they putting potatoes in it? Never mind. I don't want to be informed.
Now we need like some classic YouTuber discourse and controversy where it's like cheese expert reacts to how to cut cheese.
Me watching this video. Everybody knows that you're just supposed to take like the worst knife you have in your cabinet and just chop at it. You're not
You just
supposed.
cut the cheese. I swear to God.
It's not a joke, guys. You literally just cut it.
You just bite it.
Or like
Yeah,
if it's
you
really
just-
soft, I
yeah.
guess use a spoon.
That's a thing. You can do that with like brie.
Yeah, I've also seen cheese that is like literally just
Yeah,
soup.
mozzarella is one of them if it's like fresh. I'm personally not like a brie fan. I tried it. It was on like one of those charcuterie boards when I went to a party the other day. I was like, I don't like this. I'll stick to my Colby Jack, please.
Pretty much the
Give me
only
that.
cheese I've eaten in the last couple months is American because I put it on my burgers.
Ew, American.
No, that's the thing. I normally agree with that, but it's actually really good for burgers. and
It is
that's
good
about
on
it so far.
burgers.
That's about
I
it
just
so
meant
far.
for general American.
Oh, actually, no. I do use it in my mac and cheese too for stretchiness.
I feel like there are other cheeses you could use in your mac and cheese that
Well, I
would
use
also
like
be
50% American, 50% cheddar usually.
I feel like if you wanted to make like a high quality mac and cheese, you would definitely use like
Are you implying my mac and cheese is bad?
yes,
I'll
yes,
kill you.
yes, I am. You could probably use like mozzarella or something in it because that can get the stretchiness as well. But
Oh, I know that's right. I eat pizza, so I've had mozzarella recently too. I forgot about that.
pizza.
Oh, and Parmesan. Okay,
God,
I've had
what is
a
this?
couple cheeses.
What is
actually.
this? Why are they spinning it? What?
Excuse me?
They have a cheese shaver and they're going around in a circle and scraping the cheese
No.
off like in a circle.
No.
And she's like, they make nice little flower shapes. I'm like, I don't want my cheese to be flowers.
The classic cheese centrifuge.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. They
For when you
stuck
need
it on
to
this. Yeah. When you need to
eat
shake
your cheese under several G's.
But it's no, they put it on this little stick, so it's like stuck through, and then there's like a little shaver that goes on top, and there's a handle, and you pull the shaver around the cheese in a circle, and it like shaves off a layer of the cheese. If that makes sense.
I see.
So you just have like little cheese shavings.
All right, chat, you taking notes? I got my notebook ready.
There's gonna be a quiz on this. I hope you know. I will quiz you.
The video I remember from this channel was every way to cook an egg.
Ooh, I watched that video.
Yeah, including
See, that
waffle
kinda-
maker.
That one kind of feels. Oh. Wow. I was gonna say that one feels more useful, and then you hit me with waffle maker.
I
There
would
was
like to
also
cook an egg on a
barbecue grill, and it was not
You can
good.
you can indeed not cook an egg on a barbecue.
I'm
Well,
just
I-
imagining like no like extra steps. It's just like they just crack the egg and dump it
They
on like a
crack an
grill.
egg.
It just goes right
They
through.
crack.
No, it was like they put it on the grill in the shell and did some fucked up version of like hard boiling it. I think.
I see. Yeah, I was just
Uh-huh.
imagining them like just dumping it right through
They
the
just
cracks in the
crack
grate.
it. They just crack it on top of the grill, and it just goes into the coals. Why is there cave mold? What is
Excuse me?
cave mold?
That sounds like
That sounds
something I
like
would
mold from a cave.
combat encounter.
Don't get any ideas, I swear to God.
She said, "I like to eat the rind with mold on it. Please
Of
don't."
course.
Please don't eat that. The rind is not delicious. It has cave mold on it. Please. God, she just-
I buy wheels of cheese and only eat the rind.
Yeah, me too. Cherries? Cherries on cheese?
Yo, guys, Naraki eats wax. Confession.
Confession, guys, I actually eat the wax on the baby bells. I don't take it off. I just eat the whole thing.
Do you like your baby bells with the shell on or off?
I like my baby bells and also my bananas with the shell on. Just saying. It's a little extra protein, you know? It's a little different
It is
texture.
not.
It's a different
Out of
texture.
all the things that would be in those, protein is not one of them.
I think that protein
Oh.
Hello?
is the correct answer.
There you are.
Hello?
Bring
So-
out the sirens.
Well, I'm here now.
Look
You know, that's
who's late.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Alright, glad to hear it.
Sorry I took so long.
It's okay. We were having a very, very interesting discussion about how to
discussing
cut every
cheese, yeah.
cheese.
It was not interesting. It was
It's
the
interesting.
opposite. It is so not interesting.
I mean,
It
we went
is
up in viewers
interesting.
during it.
See, everybody wants to hear about cheese.
All
Why do I
Alright,
have-
I'm in.
2 cheese tabs open. What is this?
I also remember a way to cook a steak, which included a blowtorch and clothes iron.
I would try the blowtorch option. I would not try the ironing option.
That sounds like you're a coward.
It sounds like I like my steaks pretty rare, and I think ironing them would not do that.
I think it would make them very rare indeed. Actually, I do not imagine an iron has that much heat.
Listen, I like. Listen, the blowtorch gets the nice crispy outside with the little char, and it rends the fat, and then you get the nice inside. That's it. That's all I have to say. All right, start the
Look,
session. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess we should.
All right. Let's get started then. All right, so first things first. Previously on Hearth and Home. Feels like it's been ages. So the party is in the large city of Talis, capital of Averlin, and they are here because they are pursuing a coven of witches called the Coven of Breadoria. And some of the witches have escaped their grasp, and they tracked them down to the city where they were enacting their plan. The party, with the aid of several figures around the city, an old wizard named Fenton Fitzwater, and the Rangers, the Royal Rangers, who are specialized in this sort of thing, they managed to track them down to well, essentially they discovered that the witches had a plan. Actually, let me just show that. We might as well. They found a strange scroll that they couldn't decipher, and then found that it lined up with a map of the city, and sort of painted a series of essentially coordinates for them to investigate. And so the rangers, who were a little short-staffed as they were dealing with some stuff outside the city, sent some of their people, well, just one of their people, down to the Artisans District here to investigate one of the sigils, and the party decided to go to another one of the close ones, which is up here in the Noble District. Eventually they traced the location of the sigil to the theater, which seemed mostly empty, and eventually arrived up on the roof, where one of the witches, the leader in fact, Sister Candor, was busy setting up a large arcane circle on the roof of the theater. The party engaged her in combat, and in a very precarious and close fight, managed to defeat her. With her dying breath, she changed the plan and attempted to basically reset the arcane circles, which caused them to sort of tick down like a clock, which they were informed by a old friend, if you will, of the fact that the end of that ticking clock would result in explosive results. So, seeing that they needed to basically run to the other circles after managing to defuse one of them with the help of Fenton Fitzwater, they attempted to make their way to the other arcane circles around the city. The Rangers were at this one, and Fenton departed to go and aid them in dispelling this arcane circle. And the party had to basically decide which one to go to next. But Fenton informed them that he had run into some allies, which turned out to be the students from the Arcane College of Nolevant, which are the players from A Class of Crows, one of the other campaigns we had on this channel. And Hearth and Home ran into them and talked with them and sent them to deal with the circle in the Lakeland district, as one of the members, Croak, seemed familiar with that district, which left Hearth and Home with a decision between the castle, where the king resides, and the residential district. The party decided to head north to the castle, and after being denied entry to the castle, learned that there may be some space below the castle in the sewers. So the party investigated the sewers and found a small tribe of slimes who had made their home there, and managed to convince the slimes to let them past so that they could go and investigate. And the slimes actually sent one of their own along with them. So the party made their way into the sewers, deep below the castle, and found, after fighting some undead who had been left there by one of the witches, they found another arcane circle. Time was running short, and they decided to attempt to dispel this one as well, which Flimp successfully did. And so, with not very much time left, they immediately turned to make their way as fast as possible back towards the remaining arcane circle in the residential district. They made their way all the way back out of the sewers. They realized that they did not, in fact, have any way of getting back up out of the sewers as they dropped down into it. So they made a bit of a tower with their bodies, and 3 of them made it out, but Naraka was left, as the base of the tower was left back down in the sewers. The party attempted to pull her up, but were not strong enough to do so. And so where we are right now, that was pretty much where we left off, as the 3 of them pulled themselves up out of the sewer and attempted to rush to the residential district, with Naraka still down in the sewers, having to find her own way out. When the 3 of them began to run towards the residential district, they heard a loud explosion and saw smoke rising from above the buildings. And that was where we ended.
Also, the most important part that Jay left out,
What was that?
we became honorary slime knights.
Yeah.
I thought that would sound weird without context. You can go back and watch that episode if you want to know what the hell an honorary slime knight is.
It's better when it's out of context because that forces them to go
The
back and watch
answer
it.
is we're
Yeah.
not quite sure either.
The answer is we need badges now. We have to get them. Don't know where, but we have to have them.
We have art for it, god damn it.
Yeah. Give it to us. Give it to us now.
Yeah, we do in fact have art for it. So yeah, we now return to the streets of Market Square, where Flimp, Hilda, and Koja, with Naraka still down in the sewers, have just
chilling.
witnessed a large explosion and some piercing screams from the direction of the residential district.
Maybe we shouldn't have saved the rich people. Maybe the innocent lives.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020, but now that we're not in a rush anymore, let's get Naraka out of here.
It's not helping.
The district blew up and we're like, well, can't really fix it. Let's get this bitch out of the sewer.
Well, they're not getting any less exploded.
They're not getting any less
Well, they
death.
could get less burned.
Koja was kind of
That is one thing I
staring
can help with.
blankly, but notices Flint moving and follows.
Oh, okay,
From,
so you guys...
From over the tops of the buildings, you can see this acrid black smoke rising, and just sort of the lick of flames in the distance as
Alright, well,
the residential district burns.
y'all
We'll be
have
back, Naraka.
Actually, wait, Naraka could help move
Okay.
debris.
Oh my god, make up your minds, guys.
Yeah, you were like, let's leave this
I'm running.
bitch, and now you're like, no, can't leave her.
I'm just going with the majority vote, okay?
If you want to get her out, you
I
can
will
tie a rope to
literally
something
just,
around here
I
and
will
drop it
just
down.
chill in the sewers. It's fun.
Okay, we have like 50 feet. At least I have that much.
Secure us some badges while you're down there.
Is the sewer more than 30 feet down?
I forget what it was last time. It's probably
Well,
around 30 feet.
3 of us stacked on each other.
Alright, well, I am
Yeah,
going
so
to,
I think it'd be less than that. Yeah.
as quickly as I can, I'm going to try tying my rope to this post to help Naraka climb out.
All right,
I'm going to assist Kojo with the rope.
Flimp, are you gone?
Yeah.
Flump
Alright.
scared. Flump said, speed.
And as soon as the rope is strapped, yeah, I'm just gonna run too.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'll pull myself out. Fine.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't being sarcastic. Hey.
All right. So by the time that you, Naraka, pull yourself up the rope and out of the sewer, again, sort of having to kind of squeeze your way through the slightly narrow gap, the other 3 have already run off in the direction of the residential district.
Then I will also go down. Like, follow smoke, follow smoke. Okay, that's probably where they are, right? Yeah.
All right. So you make your way, winding through the streets in the direction of the smoke towards the now burning residential district.
Oh, that's an upsetting
Oof.
map, even if it's blurry.
Yeah. Big map that's partially on fire.
I just-
Three-quarters of the city.
I love the question mark. We
Yeah.
don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know. And eventually, you feel sort of an increase in heat as you make your way closer and closer to the residential district. And Flimp arriving first, you run face first into basically a wall of flame.
Oh, jeez.
This is not fun.
Well, this is great.
This is
Oh yeah. Oh no.
hmm.
Uh-huh.
Those enemies.
Yep.
Are those zombies?
Yep.
Flimp arriving first, with the others in relatively hot pursuit, if you'll excuse the pun.
Oh my god.
I will not.
Shut
You
up.
turn the
Never
corner into the residential district and see just pretty much every house on fire. There's sort of debris and rubble, burning wood in the streets, and you can see off to your right a few corpses that look like they've got some pretty severe burns on them. But your eyes are actually immediately drawn as you sort of take a second to take in the mayhem. A shambling, injured person some distance away in front of you.
Well,
About 40 feet in front of you.
I'm gonna run him to about there. See if I can
All
know
right.
what this is.
The entire sort of district is engulfed in bright flames that sort of have this red tinge to them. And there's sort of a thick black smoke filling the air. But as you approach, you can kind of see that this shambling person, who at first you thought was just an injured survivor, kind of turned towards you. And as they turn towards you, you get a better look at them. Their eye sockets are empty and instead replaced with what look like burning coals, and smoke pours out of both their eyes and their mouth. They let out sort of
Jesus Christ, they're on
a
fire.
gurgling noise. You can see their entire body is pretty much covered in burns. And slowly it begins to shamble towards you. What do you do, Flint?
I'm just gonna step right up to it, and I'm going to reach my hand out with a shocking grasp.
All right. It doesn't seem to like react to anything you're doing in a sort of like defensive way. And it kind of reaches one of its arms out at you as you approach. But you're a little faster than it, so you can act first.
That's gonna be an 18
All right, you hit.
to hit. That's gonna be 10 points of lightning damage.
All right, you see its body kind of jerk and seize with the electricity that passes through it. And it sort of pauses for a moment, but is still standing upright.
Alright.
Approaching sort of in close pursuit, not too long behind Flimp. Are Hilda and Koja.
Oh, goody.
And the two of you get a good look at the district. Again, just flames pouring from every building. Debris and corpses everywhere. And you see through the smoke Flimp, who seems to be standing next to what looks like a badly burned commoner. What do you two do?
Please tell me you have good news, Flimp.
My arm is up against his throat.
That's
I don't know if I can reach that high actually, but
Probably not.
yeah.
I'm just
Maybe
gonna...
mid-chest.
You can move.
Go there.
As the two of you approach, you see what at first you thought was Flimp attempting to treat a burn victim turn more sinister as you see exactly what was going on. You see this burnt undead sort of swiping at Flimp and letting out this sort of deep gurgling noise.
Hmm. Need some help there, buddy?
I'm not quite sure. I can't tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing yet, but I've shocked it.
How would they have even made more undead here?
Maybe it was part of the ritual or something?
If that is the case, that
I
is
don't know
awful
about magic.
news.
Well, you guys, the last ritual was made some zombie people, remember? That was just a part of it, so I imagine
All
this
right,
has created a large number.
that's enough talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's now the undead's turn, so everybody make an initiative roll.
Okay.
Should I do it too?
Including Naraka, yes. We're just going to have
Okay,
you show up a little later.
Cool. Like all the other fights that we've had recently.
Ooh, not
Oh, that's horrible.
bad. Oof, that's bad.
That's yeesh. It's because I'm
But
coming in
fitting.
late. Yeah, it is
Is-
fitting.
Yeah, sure, we'll
Is
say
that,
that.
is that the lowest possible? Oh,
no, the
okay.
lowest
Well,
possible
close.
for me would be a 2.
Yeah.
So almost really bad.
All right. Let's get some better ambiance here.
Don't you mean zombiettes?
No.
Ambiance. That is some good ambiance. I unmuted my computer just so I could hear it.
All right. Flimp, the undead in front of you, recovering from the shock that you gave it, is just going to attempt to sort of swing at you with one of its burnt, scorched hands.
Is my AC still 15?
Wouldn't matter because it's gonna hit you anyway.
Okay. I was just wondering if I had it up.
I'm pretty sure you did. You didn't go down, right?
No, I didn't go down.
Yeah, then you should still have it.
Okay, cool.
I'll give it to you. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So Flimp, that is going to be 2 bludgeoning and an additional fire damage on top of it.
How much fire?
Just 1.
Okay.
As you feel this undead creature lash out at you, slams into your side, and then you feel it's still burning flesh kind of singe you at the end of the hit. Next to act is Koja.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's as far down as I need to go. And from here, I'm gonna try and shoot out with my crossbow.
All right.
The dice are being really laggy today. Holy shit.
No.
Okay, well that's nice.
What'd you get?
It's okay. It took that long to process it. 11.
That actually hits.
All right, good enough.
So roll your damage.
Oh my god, it's literally like rolling it in like 2 frames per second, and then everything else runs fine. 7.
No dice for you today.
All right.
Only vibes.
Apparently.
Koji, you reposition and steady your crossbow and loose a bolt, which lodges into the neck of the undead. And it sort of just ignores you, still focusing on Flimp. With this bolt now sticking out of its neck. And it is still standing.
I'm sorry, whoever you were.
All right. Next to act is one of the town watch. He's going to strike at a undead of his own. And he's going to hit. For 4 piercing. Next to act is Hilda Stormstrider. What would you like to do, Hilda? You are muted, in case you don't know that.
I'm gonna whip the zombie in front of me,
Alright.
and I hit it. And I do 5 damage.
Alright. You lash out with your whip, and with a crack, strike it right in the face. And,
And then
sorry, what?
if it's still standing, an additional 2 damage with the sneak attack.
You're sneak attacking it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you knock it clean off its feet. And it falls to the ground. And will make a con save.
Zombies.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Which it fails.
Oh,
And it stays down.
Yay, dead zombie.
is that yay though?
Anything else you'd like to do, Hilda?
Yes, I'm going to move. Passing over Flint because he's fucking short.
Just jump over him like leapfrog.
Yeah. And I'm going to dash all the way there.
Alright.
And that's it.
So from your new position, you can see a bit more of the chaos in the residential district. You can see one of the town watch guards also wrestling with one of the undead. And quite a few more corpses sort of littered throughout the streets.
We got another one over here, guys.
Shit.
Maybe more. Imagine.
We just like go into the next section of the district and there's like 50 of them. We're like, nope, 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 nope. You guys can deal with this by yourself. Bye.
God, I sure hope not.
Jay writing down notes. Yes. Add more zombie tokens.
Alright. Next to act is this undead here next to the guard, who's going to attack that guard. And hit. For 4 bludgeoning and an additional 2 fire damage.
Oof.
And Hilda, you can see the guard wincing in pain. He looks pretty wounded now.
Not on my watch.
She said, out of actions and movement.
Not
Well,
on
I
my
mean, the
watch,
zombie-
you yell from 50 feet away.
The zombie already fucking did its attack, so
Not on
Alright.
my watch, you say, and then nothing happens.
Somewhere far away, somebody else becomes aware of the fact that there's a fire in the city. And that's all I'll say. Flint, it's your turn.
Sus.
Well, that's either really good or really bad.
Oh no. Oh wait, oh no.
what?
Oh, who in the city right now has a reputation for being involved in fires? It is now near a
Yeah, I
fire.
know, right? Don't mind me.
Oh no, wait.
I fully intend to get arrested for this.
No!
Oh my god!
It's okay, I'll break you out.
Okay, it's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
15 points of fire damage.
Sorry, what were you using?
Firebolt, sorry.
And before it takes half damage.
It does.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know. That's all I got.
All right. So this undead is only going to take 7. As you see these, you see sort of the back of it, sort of engulfed further in flames, and it sort of scorches a bit of its skin, but it seems to shrug off most of the damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Flynn?
I mean, that's all I got.
All right.
Boy, I sure hope it doesn't creepily crane its head around. Look at this. Wailing in pain.
Hilda and Flimp, you see another undead round the corner, approaching from sort of the backside of that town watch guard.
Damn, I hate when I'm right.
All right. Ever so slightly out of breath and arriving after the others, Naraka Steelhorns joins the fray. What would you like to do, Naraka? It's your turn.
I see nothing bad happening, so I turn around and walk away. No. Just gonna do some quick measuring here. You know what? I'm gonna use all of my movement to just dash up next to Hilda.
Just fucking barrel
Yep.
through Koja.
Yeah. Hi guys. Bye guys.
All right. You all hear the hammering of hooves on flagstone as Naraka sprints right past Koja and Flim to approach up next to Hilda.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Fire dudes.
Just
Fun.
hey. So Naraka, as you sort of sprint into the residential district, you sort of take in the situation as you move, seeing at first just what looked like a normal burnt body to you, but as you round this corner of this building and approach up next to Hilda, you see what looks to be a burnt up corpse standing up and attacking a town watch guard in the distance.
Zombies again? You guys are redundant. Ridiculous. No points for creativity here, guys.
All right.
That extra dash is my bonus action, right? Or not? Is it an action?
You're not a rogue, so you can't bonus action dash. You use your action.
Oh,
dash.
okay. Okay. That's what I was just.
You got your own little
Bonus
thing where
action
you can dash and then attack after it, but you don't have a target for that.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if I could still rage. I guess.
Yeah,
I
you used
can.
your action, so you still have your bonus action.
Okay, I shall do that. I'm going to enter rage because I hate Hilda. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. At the sight of
I was like, excuse you, we're the best of friends.
yet even more undead, and that your trials and tribulations are not done, you summon up your anger. Is there something you want to manifest?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Shape of an angry bull.
I think I'll go with the teeth. And
All right.
health.
Your fangs sharpen up as you manifest in your rage. And I'm assuming that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. One second. Making quite a racket with your hooves as you stomp your way down the street, Naraka. One of the corpses, burnt to a crisp behind you, stands up.
Lord.
Using half its movement to stand, it will then take a few steps towards you, Naraka, and attempt to attack you from behind, which doesn't change anything, but...
This is so sad.
Looks like Rage was a good choice.
Yeah, really. A zombie bites me once and
Alright.
I die.
That was a 19, so it's going to hit.
This is so sad.
And so cutting that in half, that's going to be 2 bludgeoning. Plus an additional 3 fire damage.
Oh my god.
As you feel something strike you from behind, and then you feel it sort of sizzle at your flesh.
Hey guys, I'm in single digits.
First time?
No, not first time, but I hate it.
Welcome
I'm
to the club.
50. Yeah, it's really concerning.
I'm potentially 1 hit away from death, so
Oh, fun. I'll
I
protect
think
you,
we all
Hilda.
are. It'll be great.
Yeah, yeah. it'll
I'm
be
actually
fun.
the only one who is. I mean, unless these zombies play out a really good hit.
Listen, I can just eat the zombies, and then I will feel better.
Speaking
Oh,
At
this
least, at
of
least they're fresh out of the oven.
Koja, it's your turn, Koja.
Oh man. Well, that zombie sure does get in the way of my other plan. So, look, Hilda, Flip, I'm sorry, but I don't have not time to heal all of you, and you guys at least have some kind of ranged option. So I'm gonna have to move here and use my last second level spot to try and heal Naraka.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Okay, please give me a good roll, please.
lowest possible
so
roll.
slow.
Lowest
It's so
possible
slow.
roll.
I like
So-
how it says question mark next to it.
What are you using to heal, sorry?
Cure wounds.
Gotcha. Okay. And at what level?
Second level.
Gotcha. All
Ooh,
right.
So
Well,
that
you
is,
go.
Damn.
that is 11 points.
absolutely busting.
Which is not the best, but it's something.
It's
Hey,
better
it's better
than nothing.
0.
Yeah, it's better than being dead.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean,
Actually,
if you're dead, you
no,
don't
I
have to
don't
deal
know.
with this.
I used 20 to get here.
Naraka, you feel sort of the burns that were just sort of seared your fur begin to fade as Koja places a hand and heals you. Anything else, Koja?
With the rest of my move, I'm gonna try and get. Okay, what was it to measure again? I thought it was Q, but it's. Oh wait, no, right click. There we go. Yeah, somewhere around here, I think. Wait, no, I used 20, so. Yeah, I'll use Feline's Grace to get about here.
All right.
Jump over the dead body.
Unfortunately, yes.
Hop over the body of a deceased town's watchman.
You're like, damn, bro. R.I.P.
And if that is all,
Yep, I am out of inspiration, so that's all.
then we return to the guard here, who, still wounded, is going to make another stab at this undead right in front of him. Still has not noticed this one, with his spear. And he's going to hit it for 3 piercing. His spear kind of goes right through the rib cage of the undead, and he sort of pulls it back out again, but the undead just ignores it, still standing.
Can I still yell at him, actually?
It's his turn, so no.
Damn it.
He has a panicked look on his face as the zombie does not go down from his strike. Which brings us to Hilda's turn.
I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna whip it.
Alright.
Whip it good. 16.
That hits. Are you going to add your sneak attack to it?
Yes.
Alright, then roll all your damage.
13 damage.
There we go.
Sheesh!
Fucking destroyed.
Alright. This zombie will also fall over as you strike it again with a crack of your whip. And it's going to make another con save. Which it fails in proportion to your damage. And it
Hell
stays
yeah.
down. A look of relief washes over that guard's face as he nods thanks to you in his injured state.
Behind
Anything
you,
else?
there's another one.
Alright, now he'll turn and see it. Kind of flicks his head around and sees that one.
And
Alright.
I'm gonna move there.
Alright. Anything else, Zato?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Gotta protect this dude.
Alright, from off in the distance, and none of you are aware of this,
Oh boy.
a commoner approaches, seeing the flames, with bucket in hand, full of water.
Yay!
And that's going to be her turn.
Commoners to the rescue.
Hopefully she doesn't die.
I've become attached to her already. Please. Don't know who she is.
Alright, it would have been this undead's turn, but you took it out.
Damn right I did.
Damn straight.
Which brings us to, instead, Flint.
Going to walk up behind this undead and zap him
Alright.
with a shocking grasp. Just to be clear, he's not wearing armor, is he?
Nope.
Okay.
He's wearing
25
commoner's
hit,
rags. That hits.
9 points of lightning damage.
Alright, you see it kind of seize like the first one did, but it's still standing.
Because he can't take reactions.
Alright.
And that'll end my turn.
Koja,
Ah, bitch.
you hear a gurgling noise from off to your left and behind you. You spin your head and see another undead shambling its way down the street, still smoking.
Insert Joseph
That's
Joestar
nice.
saying, "Oh no."
Every time a new one shows up, it's like, all right, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have made that joke earlier about 50 of them showing.
Yeah, good job.
Sorry. If we get TPK'd here, it's my fault. I know.
All right, Naraka, it's your turn.
Great. I'm gonna try to bite at the one that whacked me, I guess.
All right, you spin around, seeing a undead behind you.
I'm like,
And
this is not gonna taste good.
attempt to sink your fangs into it.
Let's see. Do or not. That is a 17, so that hits. And that
Does
is
hit.
gonna do 5 piercing damage.
All right, you sink your fangs kind of into its shoulder, and your mouth is filled with the taste of burnt flesh,
Yummy.
which makes you kind of gag slightly, and you sort of pull a chunk of it out of its shoulder, and it's still standing.
Hey, at least it's fully cooked.
How much did you heal?
It's 2. Just,
It's always
yeah.
2, right?
Yeah, it's always 2. It doesn't.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
Anything else,
can-
Naraka?
I can attack again, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do that with my mouth again. I'll be like, you tasted like shit, but I don't care.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit.
Hits.
That is gonna do 7 piercing damage.
Talk about a glutton for punishment.
All right. You take a chunk out of his neck this time, biting again into it. Once again, filling your mouth with the taste of rotting and burning flesh.
This is a new flavor combo I've never had before. You guys should really
And,
try some.
Heal yourself for another 2 hit points.
I need the help.
And this undead now has several large chunks taken out of it, and its head is kind of like lolling at an angle, but it is still standing.
Dang. Alright,
Nice.
well, that's
End of your
it.
turn.
Yeah.
Also, it's already rotting.
Yeah, wait.
Didn't the explosion just happen?
It just tastes like fresh, burning flesh. Not.
Who knows where they came from?
True. Someone
just,
could have
like,
just had.
They went into like the local morgue and they just grabbed a bunch of random corpses and set them on fire.
I mean,
and
if
were
they
like,
had a
"Alright."
plant in a feeder, is a morgue so unbelievable?
Or maybe someone was just hiding dead bodies in their house.
Maybe they just wanted to live a
That's-
quiet life.
That is a
Never
concern.
expected that one.
Please shut up. Please shut
Like
up.
the dead bodies in the basement.
Anyway,
never
who's
expect-
next?
Next is the undead.
Dang. Yeah, buddy. I just
Retaliation.
ate a bunch of you. I feel tip top shape. Do your worst.
You see sort of the embers in its eyes, and the sort of gaps that you've left in its shoulder and neck, sort of start to burn bright red as if they're coals that are heating up.
I don't like that.
And then the undead lets out a burst of flame from its entire
Okay.
body.
Oh no!
It's a walking
Explode.
Molotov.
Great.
So you're gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Which you have your danger sense, don't forget.
Is that advantage? Or
It is.
okay. Well, I got a 17. Let's see if I can get higher than that. Nope. Okay, that is a 6. So I'm gonna take the 17, please.
Thought you probably would. Alright. Then you sort of take a step back as it bursts into flames. And you are still going to take damage, however.
Yeah, figured.
You're just going to take a little less. So you're going to take 6 fire damage. As this undead here explodes in a massive burst of flames.
Fun.
And it is going to also take damage. As the flames singe it as well. And it, after exploding into flames, it falls to the ground. But it succeeds its Constitution
Great.
saving throw and stands back up again.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
fuck.
Bitch.
It's the love child of the smoker and the boomer.
Alright. That brings us to Koja.
Oh boy, this is rough. Oh fucking boy. These things are walking pretty slowly, right?
They are pretty slow. They are shambling, and they sort of you hear the flesh kind of cracking as they walk from their burns.
I really want to check out the rest of the square to make sure there aren't any more, but I also don't want to leave Hilda alone. What do you think, Hilda?
I think you should deal with that one behind you, because...
Yeah, I guess. All right. I'm gonna run up to it and attack it with my rapier.
You have a hand crossbow, right?
Yeah. So I can.
Okay,
just
yeah.
pull it
So
out
you're
from
you're
section, right?
you're all good to put. You can have your rapier out.
All right. Oh, D&D Beyond, please.
So, chat, things are getting pretty heated in this combat encounter.
Oh
I hate you.
my god.
I hate you, Hilda.
Can Hilda just die? Can we just shoot Hilda, maybe?
All right, that's a
You
24.
might not
right?
even have to.
Yeah, I was
What'd
gonna
you get,
say.
Koja?
24.
24? Yeah, you hit.
All right.
What's your damage?
8.
All right. You pull out your rapier and stab clean through the undead that was trying to sneak up behind you. And you pull it back out again, and the undead does not even react to it, still sort of shambling towards you.
It's a.
It is
I do
still
not.
standing.
I'm staying right here. I'm just gonna body block it for the rest of the group.
All right. Anything else at all?
I can't do anything else.
Perfect. All right. It is this guard's turn. He is going to do his duty and protect the city, injured as he is. He's going to hit
Just
this
as a trooper.
undead for 3 piercing. As he stabs at it with his spear, but only really hits its shoulder. Alright, Hilda.
Okay. This guy's making it real easy for me to use my sneak attacks. I'm gonna
Approaching one of the burning buildings, you feel your wounds from the fight with Sister Candor kind of ache. Those old burns that haven't given nearly enough time to heal yet. Continue.
Now on 3 sets of burns.
It's just burn after burn after.
All our bodies are just blistered.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip the zombie. 11.
That hits.
Sneak attack. 8 damage.
All right. With another crack, you hit the undead in its side. It is still standing though.
And I'm gonna move up here. And then I'm gonna slash it with my short sword.
All right.
16.
Hits.
And 7 damage.
All right. You slash it with your short sword and open up a large gash across its chest, but it's still standing.
Damn. Alright. Well. Hopefully I don't die.
All right. If that is all, Hilda.
Yeah.
The commoner who's arrived, she is going to approach a nearby building and attempt to throw her bucket of water over the fire. The water splashes across the flames on the side of the burning building, and the flames do not extinguish.
Like, at all?
Not at all.
Oh.
Oh
This is
no.
great. This is a good
That's-
time.
It's magic.
That's bad.
Magic fire. Oh yes. Beautiful.
Wait, does the fire seem to be spreading at all?
It is pretty much everywhere from where you are. It's a little hard to see how it's spreading past the sort of streets you're on, but you imagine it will, as pretty much every building around you is on fire.
Alright.
All right. Arriving late. But here to assist. A priestess from the temple of Brava arrives on the scene, having seen the smoke over the buildings.
Hey, she can heal us, maybe. Probably not.
That's going to be her turn. Actually,
She just pulls it.
she'll move a little bit. There you go. Enough that you can see her. There you go. All right, Flimp, it's your turn. Shocking Grass Queen. Hello?
Does the 10 hit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 10 points of lightning damage.
All right. The undead near Naraka, as you run up to it and shock it again, seizes and collapses. And will make a con save, which it succeeds.
Oh my god.
and will stand
This
back up
thing
again.
will not die.
I'm just gonna run away.
Wow. You're so helpful.
I mean, if it wasn't a zombie, that would have been pretty helpful.
You run up, shock it, and then run away as it comes back to life again for like the third time.
I mean, if you want me to tank a hit with my 4 hit points,
Well, I
you're more than
mean-
welcome to allow me to do that. But personally, I think I'm more useful with those 4 hit points.
I
shouldn't be
think that
fighting for you.
it's
I'd do the
fine.
same thing.
Alright, that ends my turn. Unfortunately, I'm out of spells.
All right. Koja, the undead in front of you is going to attack.
Oh boy.
And it's going to hit. For 4 bludgeoning. An
Oh.
additional 2 fire on top. So 6.
I can afford it.
But for how long?
That will be its turn. Alright. Off in the distance, kind of a little hazy through the smoke, Koja, you see another shambling undead sort of walk across the street in the distance.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Yeah, this is great. This is going really well. If this one zombie would just stay down, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Alright. Which brings us to this undead here.
Goody.
And he is going to strike at the person who most recently attacked him.
Good.
And he gets a 15, which meets your AC, so he will beat it.
I knew I should have invested in medium armor.
But he low rolls. So 2 bludgeoning.
Heck yeah.
And then on top of that, unfortunately, you're going to take another 3 fire damage.
Okay. Cool. I'm still alive, and I can still kill you.
Between
Again.
the smoke filling the district and the heat of the flames, you feel your vision sort of swim, Hilda, as you're pretty badly injured. But you're still standing.
Goody.
All right.
Something tells me this isn't related to the fire.
Naraka, it's your turn.
That'd be pretty funny.
I'm gonna go at it with my death now, I think.
Stab.
Yes. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
If you said no, I would have. And that's gonna be, I think, 11.
You got 11?
Yeah.
Alright. That's going to make his con save significantly harder. And he fails it.
Oh
so
my god.
you sort of cleave this undead across its shoulders in a diagonal pattern across its chest, and it falls to the ground.
Fucking
Split
finally.
in 2 and stays down.
Good.
All right, your target defeated, Naraka. Is there anything else you want to do?
I would not like to do the fun little AoE that it does. I'm not doing that. And then that's it.
Of course. Is that all? Really?
Yeah, that's actually
You have movement, please.
I know. Hold on. Let me assess who needs my help.
I
How
can
do you
probably
need my
take
help?
this hit.
Oh,
I can
cost
probably
2
take this hit.
HP.
Do you need my help though? Do you want my help?
It might be nice for you to get the zombie because I might have to run
Okay,
past it
hold
soon.
on. Give me a second.
I mean, do you need her help, Hilda?
Let me read my character sheet real quick.
I do have 2 HP, but
Hmm.
odds are me and this guard are probably gonna kill this zombie soon, so. Unless it succeeds its con save, then we're fine.
Okay, so since I have an attack left, actually, hold on. So, gonna go here.
Naraka could get
Yeah.
this zombie, and Flynn could go get the
Yeah,
other one.
I'm gonna
so
go
everyone can get out of its range.
Gonna go
without an
here,
opportunity attack.
and then I'm gonna try to hit it with my death knell because I have another attack.
All right, you barrel around the side of this building, seeing the one that's currently attacking Koja, and swing at it with Death Knell, your great axe.
Of course, that is gonna be a 12 to hit,
Hits.
and it's gonna do shit, 7 damage.
Better than no.
All right, you cut one of its arms clean off at the shoulder,
Nice.
but it's still standing.
This is so sad. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. I think I did all the things that I can do because I don't have any good bonus actions. So.
Hey, it's been disarmed.
Shut up.
Okay.
My Hearth and Gnome just killed itself. Roll 20, what are you doing? I'll be back.
All right, well, perfect timing because that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right, then we roll back around to Koja.
Okay, so this zombie is the only thing up here I can see, right?
Yeah, from that angle in the smoke, you can really only just see that zombie. It seems to be shambling towards something, though, in the
Yeah,
distance, away from
I
you.
was about to ask, like, could Koja reason if it's not
Yeah.
towards her, it must be towards something.
You can reason that it seems to be, like, directed at something, so you could reason that there might be survivors out there, something out there that it's focusing its attention on instead of you guys. Maybe
Alright,
another guard, maybe something like that.
Wait, let me... Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Good luck, Naraka.
You could disengage. No.
Thanks.
Well, I can't get over there if I use my action on a disengage.
True. All right, it'll sort of attempt to grasp at you as you turn and sprint past it. But it will not succeed. You're too quick, Koja.
Whew. And I'm just
Oh,
gonna
jeez.
get up here and try to body block it. And I can see her now, right?
Yeah, as you sort of make your way, I'm just going to remind you that you're there. As you sort of make your way past this building here, past more smoking corpses, you see a woman dressed in sort of commoner's clothes with a bit of leather, just sort of scratching her head and staring at a burning building, with a bucket just kind of sitting lopsided at her feet. And you make the connection that that is the undead's target, and then sprint across to place yourself in harm's way.
And since I don't have any actions left to shove it or anything, I'm literally just gonna stand in the way and yell, "It's not safe. Get out of the district."
All right. As you yell, she sort of wrenches her attention away from the fire, and then sort of looks at you, Koja, and says that. But this fire, it's not going out. I threw water on it, but it's not going out.
You just need to get to the. You just need to get to the square now.
But it's gonna spread.
And I don't want you dying in it.
But somebody's got to put it out.
we'll do our best, but we really need to deal with their undead here.
All right. And is that the end of your turn, Kojo?
Yeah.
All right. Back to everybody's favorite member of the Town Watch.
Let's fuck him up, guy.
Man, I gotta give this guy a name, huh?
We need his name.
Yeah, we're like, yes,
Yep.
You guys,
random
you know what?
guy.
You guys can pick his name. Think about it for the rest of the fight. You
Okay.
guys can pick his name.
Dave.
Dave is the most intimidating of town guards.
That is true.
All right. He is going to hit. And this time his spear goes right through the eye socket of the undead and out the other side. And you see it shudders slightly, and as he pulls it out, it falls to the ground. And it's going to make a con save. Which it fails. This undead stays down.
Thank you.
Can I high five him?
Alright, yeah, he'll give you kind of like a an Armstrong handshake.
Hell yeah. I'll take it.
Which brings us now to your turn, Hilda.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go help Naraka out.
Alright.
Fun.
And I'm gonna whip it. $12.
Hits.
Fuck yeah, max damage. 7.
Woo!
With
Hog sound effect.
7 more damage. 14. Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay. My mouse is breaking itself right now. I think it's really fun.
So let me double check something.
Oh, that
Never
Insane.
good. Never good.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. What was the damage?
14 total.
Alright. You round the corner and attack the undead in front of Naraka. And as you strike it with your whip, it falls to the ground.
Fail, fail, fail.
60.
You nat 20s his con save.
Oh, god damn.
He comes back as actually 2 zombies.
And he stands back up. Since he nat 20'd, I'm going to give him an extra little bit of health.
How could you, Jack?
It's a little bit stronger than he would be.
You
Not,
monster.
not a lot. Don't worry.
It does. Yeah.
You ridiculous DM. How could you?
Alright. So you strike at this undead and sort of cave in a part of its skull with your whip as it falls to the ground, but it stands back up again.
Oh my god. I'm gonna shoot Naraka a look and just salute her.
Oh my god, are you going? Are you leaving?
I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh. Hey, alright, well, I'll deal with it.
I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna pass out trying.
You're gonna pass out trying to die.
Yes.
Well, you said I'm either gonna die or pass out trying, so. Sounds like you're trying to tell.
If that was all, Hilda.
Yes.
Then we're going to go to the woman that Koja was talking to, who reluctantly agreed to flee. She takes a couple steps sort of away down the street she came from, and then she sort of turns back, and Koja, with sort of a glance behind you to see if she's leaving, you see her actually stop, turn around, and look at the fire. And she actually places her goggles down over her eyes that she has sort of sitting on her forehead. And you just kind of see her stare at the building for a second. And then she pulls them back up and shouts to you, Koja, "Fire's magical! It's not going to go out with water!"
Thank you.
And then she will continue to run down the street.
Let's hope I can live to say that.
Not sure why she waited so long to do that, but okay.
To do what?
Check
Yeah,
to
you didn't see
see
anything.
if
You
something
didn't see
was
anything.
off
What do
with
you
the
mean?
fire.
What happened?
Because she was waiting for her turn.
Oh, right, fair.
What do you mean? This is all happening within like 6 seconds.
You're right. It just feels like it's been an hour.
I know. Combat always feels longer than it is. Alright, so we'll skip past that undead.
Also, thank God, I'm surprised something didn't happen to me that time.
The priestess is going to approach the only thing that she can see, which is Koja. And she's going to
Oh no.
dash to get closer to you, but she can't make it. But you do hear kind of footsteps on the flagstones behind you, Koja, and you're aware of her presence.
Alright.
Alright. That brings us to Flint.
Did I hear the yells from Koja and the woman?
It's a little far away, and over the roaring of the fire, I would say no.
Alright, fair enough. I'll run up and I'm gonna zap the hell out of this guy.
Alright.
That's all I got. Does a 9 hit?
It actually does.
I literally have to roll a nat 1 to miss. 12 points of lightning damage.
Alright. Unbelievable. That was a 19 on the con save.
Oh my fucking God.
These guys just don't want to die.
This one's going to stagger back to its feet after you sort of send it seizing to the ground. And by now, its head is kind of drooping, barely even looking at you guys. One of its arms is entirely missing, and it looks an absolute mess, and is kind of just barely still standing.
Well, that's all I got.
Anything else, Flint?
Nope. That is all.
All right. Then this undead is going to swing at the thing that most recently attacked it.
Oh, thank God it's not me. Thanks,
but
Flip.
it is Flimp. And unfortunately, Flimp, that was a 16.
Yeah. Just above the AC.
So you're going to take 2 bludgeoning and 3 fire.
I'm out.
All right. Naraka and Hilda, you see the undead strike at Flimp and sort of smack him right on the head and send him sort of rolling backwards as he falls limp to the flagstones.
Oh boy.
Bonk.
I do have that
Bonk.
amulet.
True, you do.
That's true.
Wait, what happened?
I have magic item. We'll see if it
Yes.
does anything.
Fun magic item for all, truly.
All right. Then just
I
give me
have
one
no
sec.
idea what it does, but I know that it helps me when I go down. So we'll see.
All right. The rest of you, well, Naraka and Hilda, as you see Flimp sort of fall limp to the ground, you see the amulet that he's been wearing around everywhere sort of glow and sort of lift itself slightly from his chest. And then you see the gem that's sort of inset into it. Begin to sort of glow softly. And then it shatters. And as it shatters, you see the glow that it contained kind of spread across Flimp. And Flimp, you are healed for a total of 9 hit points.
Nice.
We're back.
As you sort of
Oh my God.
cough and splutter and regain consciousness in a sort of very sudden and violent manner. And currently, Flimp, you are lying on your back on the flagstone.
Sounds good.
But you are alive.
Ooh.
And you sort of look down at your chest as you wake up, and you see just the shattered remains of this amulet lying on top of you.
Well, I'm glad it was useful.
Alright. This undead attacks you, Koja, but it misses.
Oh, thank God.
Which brings us to Naraka's turn.
Great.
Come on.
How's your roll 20 doing, Naraka?
Bad.
Well,
My
there's a
computer is like freaking out right now, so
there's
this
a
is
very
fun.
badly beaten undead standing directly in front of you. What would you like to do?
I would like to beat it up, obviously.
Are you capable of rolling on D&D Beyond?
I can roll it on my phone on D&D Beyond, but there's something wrong with my mouse right now, and it's just like messing with my computer. So
All right. Would you like to do the rolls yourself? Because if it's,
yeah,
we can just do it for you. But if you want to do it, that's fine.
I should be able to do it.
All right. Yeah. Then.
Actually,
So-
I have to sign in, so if you can do this
All
one
right.
for me.
Yeah. By the next turn, if there's still combat, then you can do it. All right.
But
So
I'm gonna go
Death
with,
Knell
like,
or
Death-
Fangs? Death Knell.
Death Knell.
All right. And then we will roll to hit. And you hit with a 10
Cool.
and dealt 10 slashing damage.
It's +2 because of Rage.
Correct, yes. So 12 slashing damage.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
With a heavy hit like that, it is going to not come anywhere close on its con save.
Fuck
Hell yeah. Chop its fucking head off.
I'm
Uh,
restarting my computer, so hopefully this helps, but yeah.
The incredibly beat up undead in front of you has its head cleaved completely off by Naraka's great axe, and it falls limp to the ground
Nice.
and stops moving.
Don't you guys
Yeah.
know that you have to cut zombies' heads off? Duh.
Duh.
Oh, real easy for you to do with a slashing
Doy.
weapon.
The doy, obviously.
I mean, we fought zombies before and we didn't need to, so.
That is true.
Alright, Naraka, your target is down.
Okay. Are there any, like, zombies within 40 feet of me that I can get?
That are still that are still up and moving? No.
That is, yeah.
Not quite, but you can see sort of through the smoke Koja fighting an undead at the end of the street. It is just out of your reach, you suspect.
I
But
will just go anyways. I will just go.
you
Wait,
can make your way
actually-
towards him.
Yeah, she could make it over there. Wait,
Well,
no.
from where she currently
She's
Never
one
mind.
square off.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
If only your movement speed was 45.
If only I was using a weapon that has 10-foot reach. I don't know
If
if
only.
what's Death Knell's reach? It's 5 feet.
Actually,
right?
yeah, why don't giant axes have reach?
Because that would make them very strong.
That's a good point, actually.
A D12 and reach.
Truly a good time.
Alright, so what would you like to do then, Naraka?
I'll just go to like the closest I can to Koja, and then I will stand there and do nothing else.
About there, would everybody say? Is that what she was asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has to play my character for me because my computer is
Naraka
bugging
again.
out.
To which plays Naraka.
Alright, then Naraka, as you sort of sprint down the street towards Koja, you see sort of out of your peripheral vision off to your left, the priestess from the Church of Brava who healed Koja before, kind of making her way down the street towards Koja and now you.
Fun.
Alright. Then if that is the end of your turn, Naraka, it's Koja's turn.
Well, now with two people running ahead of her, I think she's gonna look over her shoulder and notice the priestess and ask, "What are you doing here?"
I saw flames. I'm here to help. Is anyone injured?
Well, and she's gonna point down the street back towards where roughly Hilda and Flimp were and say, "Go help my friends. We've got this handled."
All right.
And then, you know what? I'm just gonna slap a preemptive cure wounds at first level on myself.
Smart idea.
All right. How much do you heal for?
I will tell you in 3 hours when it's finished rolling.
There's no
Dang, we'll
rush.
be here all night.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, that is 8, I think. It's not finished, but it's 5 plus 3. Yeah, 8.
All right. You feel strength fill you as you heal yourself.
And that is the end of my turn. I'm gonna go back to just aggressively looking at the zombie.
Just staring at him and hoping it dies. If I stare long enough, it'll probably die, right?
You're manifesting it. You look at it and you're like, die.
I mean, I imagine
Why?
in character she's wrestling with it or something, but that's an action to actually do that, so.
Wrestling with it.
You know,
WWE.
shoving it off or something.
Yeah, just sort of one arm outstretched, trying to push it away from you. As you ready your next blow, or heal yourself. Alright, that brings us to Sir David of the Night's Watch.
Damn it.
Hell yeah, Dave.
I still think his name should have been Egg, but that's just me.
No, I liked Bernard.
Alright, he's gonna make his way around the street.
Like the man from Megamind?
Mr. Summon Bernard.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
That's the only person named Bernard I know.
No, my turtle in Minecraft is named Bernard.
I don't. Do you think I know what you call your turtles in Minecraft?
You should, if you're a good friend.
You can name
Oh my
him
god.
David Bernard. Dave for short.
Yeah. His middle name is Egg.
Is he a saint?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Fuck you.
David Bernard.
Alright. I can't tell, Charlie, if you add a question mark on the end there, or if you're just telling all of us.
What does it say, guys? Can you tell me?
No, nobody tell her.
Okay.
There was a question mark.
Okay, yeah, that's what I assumed. I just thought it was kind of funny. Apparently so. Alright. Then, with David's turn over, it's your turn, Hilda.
Fuck yeah, run!
Feeling pretty beat up.
I don't care. I'm gonna dash over here.
I'm gonna go get my Chromebook charger. This is not working.
And I'm gonna whip the fuck out of that zombie.
Whip the zombie, Hilda. I believe
60.
in you.
He's nobody's down the street where I just told her to go now. I mean, Flimp, but you know what I mean.
Who's lying on the ground?
You know what? Yeah, maybe. I guess you do need help the most.
Total of 14 damage.
Ooh. Get it, I guess.
Damn right.
Alright. You, with a crack of your whip, you attack the one that is facing away from you. But it's still standing.
Jesus. Oh well.
They are not
Hey,
fast,
Rob.
but they are
No.
hardy. Alright, if that's all.
Also, do I see the...
Yes, of course.
Do I... I'm gonna wave as I'm running by.
She just kind of has a confused look on her face as she sees you kind of run down the street from where she was about to head.
I'm
He's
gonna
like-
die.
She could heal you, and you're just like, hi, and you just run away.
Hey, at least I'm closer to her now.
Sure.
Alright, that actually brings us to her turn. And she just kind of watches you run down the street, Hilda, and then turns to Koja and says, was this one of the people that you wanted me to help?
I think there are two more still.
Uh,
Although
I-
Hilda does look pretty roughed up.
Heals, please.
You do look in quite bad shape, Hilda.
Yeah.
Hilda's like, I'm fine, as she's like bleeding.
Now that she's here, she admittedly wouldn't be a bad start.
No, Hilda was going to say she's fine, but then she thought about it for a second and was like, no,
She's
no,
like,
no.
actually,
Looks down.
not fine.
Actually, maybe not.
Maybe I am not.
Hole through the chest.
She's like missing a limb, and she's like, I'm fine. It's but a scratch.
A mere flesh wound.
Alright, 1 second.
Also, I just realized builders said fire that can't be put out by fire.
I know, yeah, I noticed that. I thought it was funny too. Alright. Sister Amy is going to pop Mass Healing Word.
Ooh.
And she's going to heal everybody, including Flimp and David, for
Fuck
11,
yeah.
11 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah.
You are all in her range.
Yay.
I'm not knocking
Very
at death's
confused
door.
about what just happened.
All right.
Thank you.
You feel your
let's
wounds
please-
fade from you as she just sort of glows brightly in a magical aura that then just sort of shoots out from her in all directions, enveloping all of you in this sort of comforting light.
Now let's please finish this asshole.
Alright. That will be her turn. Which brings us to Flimp, who is still lying down on the flagstones.
I'll stand
He's
up
just chilling.
with
Alright.
my movement.
Yep.
So how many feet do I have left? Like 12?
Yeah, you cut it in half and round down, basically.
Okay. Well, then I can move there.
Alright. You stand yourself up, dust off a bit of ash that's sort of been falling everywhere in the square. And the broken pieces of your amulet. Which one? This one?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see it shambling in between the gaps in between Naraka, Sister Amy, and Hilda. But they're kind of blocking most of your vision.
Yeah, I assume a firebolt would not be wise.
A good idea? No.
Directly into fucking Sister Amy.
Hey, thanks for the heals.
Just bolt of
Fucking
flame to
kills
the
her.
back of the head.
Just like you snipe her and you're like, thanks for the heals. You're useless now.
Boom, headshot.
Boom, murderer.
Well, I guess I'm gonna use prestidigitation and see if I can put out a small patch of the fire with that.
Alright, you turn towards the flames and attempt to sort of put out a rather small patch of it.
Mm-hmm.
It does not work.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Magic
And then I'm
water.
gonna shout out, we need some dirt, everybody, please. Anybody got a
Dirt?
shovel?
Don't think that's gonna help.
Dirt.
Um,
Shout.
Actually, Sister Amy sees you attempt that, Flim, and kind of understands what you're doing, that you're attempting to extinguish the flame as you sort of hold out your staff towards it. And she sees nothing happen, and she actually shouts out to you, What just happened? Did you try to put it out?
Yep.
Uh,
Last time we needed some sand or dirt to put it out.
Alright, and you see her kind of study the flame a little closer now. She originally just assumed it was sort of normal flame, but now she sort of realizes that it's something beyond that.
That's
We're
right. that
gonna
was
need a lot of
kind
dirt.
fire.
I know, I have no idea how the hell we're gonna put this out, but
Get an
Oh,
excavator.
you got a shovel?
And can presumably finish it. Get that kit.
What's an earth elemental when you need it?
I know, right? If
Yeah, we just need to save the
somebody
city by
else is here.
Alright, this undead's gonna strike at its closest target.
Fucker.
It's gonna hit you for 5 bludgeoning and an additional 2 fire on top, so 7.
Take it.
And that's the end of its turn. Naraka, it's now your turn.
Like,
Cool. Where am I? Oh, there I am. It's like, where am I? Okay. I'm gonna move here, and then ignoring everything Flint just said about dirt, I'm gonna attack this fella right here with my death knell. If it would let me sign into my D&D Beyond. This is ridiculous. Having a good time here, guys. I really am.
Can roll it for you again if you need to.
Yeah, please.
All right.
It's just not
Fudge
letting me
that
sign.
roll. Fudge that roll.
No! Oh, no, don't do that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You hit.
Cool beans.
Heck yeah.
For 9 with your raging damage on top of it. So that's the 9 is the total.
Oh, cool.
And you sort of bury your axe into its spine as it falls to the ground. And it does not get back up. You strike clean through its spine and cut it right in half.
Yay!
Thank fuck.
Bring out the celebration confetti poppers, everybody. It didn't come back to life.
Well, I don't know if we're out of the woods yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But that's it for me.
All right. Through the smoke that sort of stings at your eyes of this burning district, you scan around you. You can't see any more undead that are shambling towards you. You have a brief moment of respite. You are now
But then
out of initiative order.
Yay.
But then we're like,
Coach
oh
is
shit,
just gonna
everything's still on
sit on the
fire.
ground for a bit, just kind of collapse.
Kind of
I'm
back
gonna
to
join
back.
Coach.
Hey, I think we're forgetting that these buildings are on fire.
You know, just a couple
If
seconds.
any of you have dirt, we need to put that out, and we need to spread the dirt. So
Dirt.
I think what we really need to do is ask Fenton how he put the rest of the fire out.
Dirt. I don't think we're gonna find enough dirt to extinguish this fire.
And even if we did, we probably wouldn't put it all out in time.
We
before
just
it
start
spread.
throwing
Magic?
handfuls of dirt.
All right.
Now, maybe
Think,
since
think.
that water wasn't really on it.
Do you have a plan of action? The fire is still roaring all around you and will most likely be spreading.
as I currently do not have any spells, my only plan of action is to tell other people that the fire is magical. So
Okay.
As much
I
as
intend to just run off basically and just go tell as many people as I can.
Just hold on a second. As much as I hate leaving this area to spread more, I think we really need to ask Fenton on what he did with the rest of the fire.
Didn't I put it out with sand?
You put part of it, you like lessened it with sand, but we left after
Which
that.
means
What happened after? I mean, sand works on a small scale, but I don't think it's going to be effective over this range.
We have to go to like a beach and
We
get
need a
like
druid.
buckets of sand.
Tell you what,
I mean,
before you leave, Flint, I'm going to make an intelligence roll for Sister Amy. See if she can help. You guys better cross your fingers.
I've
You
crossed
that
my
dumb?
fingers and my
do an
toes.
intelligence roll.
Well, she's a cleric. It's not her strong suit, but she did get an 18.
Not bad.
It's because I crossed my toes. I think that's why
Surely, yes.
you rolled so
You
going
have
down to a
toes.
poorly
What the fuck are you talking
photographed
about?
8 years ago.
high.
All right, you see Sister Amy kind of approach some of the closest burning building, and she kind of examines the fire. And now that you sort of have a calmer moment to look at it, you can kind of see this angry tinge to it. It does not look like normal fire. There's something sort of unnatural about it. Hang on. Before you leave, I want to try something. She's going to cast Bless. on the fire. And as you see her sort of clasp her hands with her holy symbol in between them, and sort of mouth something to herself, you see the flame sort of lose that otherworldly tinge to it. It's still roaring, still burning, but it looks like normal fire now.
How many more times can you do that?
Well,
better-
do you still have some energy?
I think a better question is how many more people in the city can do that.
Yeah.
Holy water.
I have some on me.
Holy water.
Not a ton, but I do have a few vials. She's gonna kind of pull them from a satchel she carries with her. She has 3 vials of holy water. She's just gonna kind of hand them to you, Flim. See if throwing that on the flame helps.
Do you
I'll give
know
it a
if
try.
do you know of anyone else in the city that can do that?
Well, I was the only sister in the church today.
Ah, fuck.
Oh boy. How unfortunate.
Wow, just our luck.
Wait, how many vials
We
were
should
there?
have rolled the cleric, huh? 3.
Fuck clerics.
One of us could go.
Okay, Sister Amy leaves. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay, one of us could go look for Fenton, and the rest of us with Amy could try to at least make somewhat of a perimeter around where the fire is spreading, and try to use the holy water and bless to slow it down.
Sounds good.
Who here can go the fastest?
Oh fuck, that's me.
Not
Almost
I.
like Koja.
All right,
Koja slowly has
Koja.
realization and begrudgingly gets up.
Koja, I'm putting you on Fenton duty.
Right, and she just fucking zips off.
Pew.
All right,
Now what?
Koji, you sort of run out of the district, and as you sort of like make your way through the streets away from the fire, you can see that it has sort of started to spread a little bit, and some of the other buildings kind of are partially on fire now, more so than when you first approached. But again, combat in universe doesn't take all that long, so it hasn't spread like all that far yet. And actually, you see sort of as you're approaching Market Square, you can kind of see people just sort of watching, commoners just kind of looking at the smoke and just like kind of murmuring to themselves, wondering what's going on, but not wanting to approach.
You know, I'm just gonna start yelling for people to get as far like northwest as they can. Just get away from the fire.
Okay. You'll see some people kind of do so. Some people stay put, but that's their prerogative.
And I guess it was the Artisans District Fenton said he was going to, right?
Yeah.
Guess I'll head there first.
All right. The others who remain in the residential district, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run
That is a do the
kind of the
question.
outskirts of the fire and see if I can put it out with some holy water.
All right. Just sort of describe what you're trying to do then.
Just keep it from spreading towards the market square. So the houses that are on the edge, I'm gonna try and put out and extinguish.
Okay. You do have sort of a small vial, so what do you want to do with that vial? And did you keep all the vials to yourself?
Is anyone else doing the same thing? I was under the impression that the other two are just kind of like, I don't know.
I'm actually gonna
Chilling.
ask.
Well, there are 3
since
vials.
What were we gonna do,
You
Hilda?
can ask.
I was gonna ask Sister Amy if she could or if it were possible for her to like make a large amount of holy water.
Um, I guess I could, but you'd have to bring water.
Is there like a body of water in town or nearby?
It's in that district we can't go to.
What's a whole well?
Well, there's a well to the north, in the eastern walk by the eastern gate.
Kosha, if it's in the district we can't go to. Fuck.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Lakeland district obviously does have a lake, but it is quite further away.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
A very
fuck
long
the
run.
lunch.
Bless the entire lake.
Do it.
It's a little bit outside of her capabilities as well.
We're gonna turn the fucking body of water into Brayla. But yeah,
What's the plan?
we should probably go do that. Make a large amount of holy water and then get anyone we can along the way to help out.
Right. She points down the street up this one when she was directing you to where the well was.
Okay, let's go.
Do you want me to come with? Or...
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right. So Flimp, you're busying yourself attempting to extinguish some of the flame. So we'll follow Narak and Hilda for a moment as you head towards the eastern walk. So you're not there. All right. So sort of making your way as quickly as you can through side streets in the direction she pointed, you eventually arrive in the eastern walk near the eastern gate to the city. And sort of ducking down at the side of one of the buildings, you can see the woman that Koja had been speaking to, who recognizes you from the residential district and begins to approach you. And she says, did you get rid of all those monsters?
As far as we know, yeah.
They don't come back to life again. Yeah.
She sort of looks past you and can still see smoke rising from the buildings. Did you... I don't suppose you managed to put out any of the fire?
Not yet, but we figured out a way to.
Really?
Yeah, we need lots and lots of holy water.
I see.
And lots of people to help us carry it back.
Well, I can help.
Okay, that's one person.
I'll help, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all can carry it by yourself. Strongest person in the party is like, actually, you guys can do the heavy lifting.
I'm gonna try and dash around and tell everyone we need their help.
Knock off to your
Why?
right, down the road, you can see the well. And the woman walks kind of with you, Naraka.
How many, like, buckets? I see 2, but are there just 2 buckets, or are there more buckets?
There's 2 buckets sitting next to the well. That are just kind of lying there. Most people probably bring their own bucket when they're filling it from the well, but there's 2 laying there.
How dare people take their own buckets? We need those, damn it. I'll grab a bucket.
The one will grab the other, and you can cast your bucket down into the well,
Okay.
and slowly begin to pull it back up again. So you hear a splash at the bottom.
I think it'd be really funny if there was nothing in the well. And we're like, oh shit.
But you pull your bucket out, and the woman follows suit, throwing hers down into the well as well, and beginning to yank it back up. She's a little slower than you. She's not a massive minotaur.
I can carry 50 buckets. Oh yeah.
And as she's sort of pulling it up, you get a bit of a better look at her, and you can actually see poking out of sort of the bangs of her hair, she has tiny little horns on her forehead.
We twin. Oh my god. I have horns.
And she introduces herself, unless you were going to ask what her name is.
Yeah, no. Please.
I don't know what you were going to ask.
Nothing. I was gonna sit there in silence until Hilda comes back. That's
All right.
always the plan.
She says, I'm Penny, by the way. Penny Paraval.
I'm Naraka. My friend
And-
Hilda ran away.
And that name means nothing to you as someone not from
Yeah.
Everlyn.
Cool. I'm like, well, she must be a random person. Anyway.
All right. So the two of you gather up 2 buckets of water from the well. And are now free to do with them what you wish. Hilda, you quickly sprint around the square. You can kind of see, more so than even what I've represented on the map here, you can see a bunch of people just kind of watching the smoke, kind of worriedly talking to each other, not entirely sure what to do. And the guard here is just sort of attempting to keep them calm.
Okay. Hey, we need everyone's help, like right now, to help put out the fire in the residential district.
The guard sort of
There's a lot.
The guard sort of looks at you and pauses for a moment, then nods along and says, right. If any of you have buckets, go and get them from your house and bring them to the well. We'll fill them up, single file line. All right? And you see some of the people kind of disperse, heading back towards their houses individually. Some of them still kind of remain and grumble for a little bit before begrudgingly heading off.
They're like, oh god,
they're
this
fucking
fire
better.
that could... They're like, this fire could spread to my house, but I don't care because...
I'm gonna
I'll
thank
punch
the
it.
guard for his help. Or help.
She just sort of nods and says, what in the hell is this happening over there? Did you come from that direction?
Yeah. It's really bad.
I can imagine. We heard the explosion and I just trying to keep some of the townsfolk calm. What's the situation over there? Are there guards over there?
There's one that's alive. And several that aren't.
I see. I'll try and go get more guards for that side of the city.
Alright, I'll try and get more people to help out with the water.
All right. When the townsfolk come back with their buckets, just line them up at the well and get them to help you out.
Okay.
She's gonna armor clanking, run off down the street.
Hell yeah. Alright,
Alright. Slowly but surely, you see some of the townsfolk kind of re-emerge from their houses. You got a crowd of about maybe 10 people now. I'm just going to represent them by these three here.
okay. Everyone to the well.
They will follow you as you make your way there.
Okay. I'm just gonna cut between the houses, because...
Yeah, of course. There's space. Alright,
Hey, guys.
as you sort
What
of
help?
round the side of that house, Hilda, you see the woman and Naraka, who are just sort of pulling their buckets out and now have these full pails next to them.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Each of the
Everyone ready buckets.
each of the townsfolk kind of have brought their own bucket with them, and they all just sort of line up one by one, even further down here, as they all just sort of begin to gather up water.
Okay, I'm gonna run back with my bucket to go get it holy watered so I can start throwing it on the fires. I'm like, you guys got this, and then immediately leave.
Also, I'm gonna, like, speed things along and fill one of the buckets with water from my water skin.
All right, you probably wouldn't be able to fill an entire bucket, but you get it maybe half full.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Penny's gonna go with you, Naraka.
Okay.
All right. Flimp, you've sort of found where the edges of where the flames have begun to spread. Some of the buildings that are sort of half burned, where just sort of one side of it, the side closest to the residential district, has sort of caught flame, has begun to burn. It's a little too hot to approach the fire directly and get really close to it to just sort of pour the water on, but you estimate that you could throw the small little vial into the flames if that's what you wish to do.
Yeah, I'll throw the vials.
All right.
And then use prestidigitation to try and put out the fire to the best of my ability.
Okay. You throw the small glass vials into the heaviest section where the flame is at its worst. And you see the glass kind of melts, and then the water kind of spread and douse part of the flame. And you see actually all the flame that's sort of connected to it all loses that sort of unnatural tinge to it, and now just looks like normal fire.
Aha, so we need to get all the fire connected to each other.
Set more fires! Set more fires!
And so, Flimp, you're able to extinguish between your three vials, and then eventually, slowly but surely, using prestidigitation to just kind of snuff little sections of the flame. You're able to kind of progress along sort of the back alley behind some of these houses and put out three of the houses that are sort of burning at their worst, stopping the flame from spreading in that direction. And far down the street, sort of off way down to your, on the end of it, you see Naraka and the woman that Koja had been talking to. Or I don't know if you even saw her really, but just sort of run past you and make their way back towards the square. So Hilda's still gone. Naraka, you return.
Yes.
With Penny in tow.
Okay. What
Alright.
looks like the worst areas that Flimp hasn't gotten to?
Well, Flimp is sort of on a side back street. He is a backstreet boy, if you will, and
Oh my god, get out.
Come on.
and
Get out. Get out.
and he is just sort of taking care of the fire that is beginning to spread. It's not where the fire is at its worst, but he's trying to stop it from spreading. So if you're making your way back to the actual district itself, where the flames are at its worst, and to where Sister Amy is, you'll kind of run right past him.
Are there any other houses where it would be spreading aside from where he is, or are they all like localized?
He's sort of stopping it from spreading north. But off to the east is just a large towering wall of stone. And then further south, there's another wall as well.
So it would be over here that I would to the
You mean to the westish? Yeah. You kind of estimate that might be a direction it's spreading. But you're kind of going to have to run back into this district, kind of around here, to get over there.
Yeah. I need to get my water blessed first.
Indeed. All right, so as you approach, let's calculate exactly what Sister Amy can do by herself.
Let's not. Let's just say she can.
For her bless, she can technically pick multiple targets, but I'm sort of consolidating that into 3 targets being 1 building, just for the sake of these sort of multiple columns of flame on each of the buildings. And she, if she wants to burn, which she does, wants to burn all of her spell slots, then she can do it 7 more times.
She can do 7 more houses?
Indeed.
Huh.
So we're going to start with this one, which is, she's already blessed this one.
Okay.
So it's normal fire now. So she's just going to immediately move to the next closest one and start working. So this is why you're gone. She's just going to start working.
Okay.
And Sir Bernard is just going to sort of poke around and make sure that there's no more undead anyway. Just kind of like examining the corpses.
Okay, so if she's going around...
She's going to bless this one. Yeah, she's sort of moving at the border, so she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then makes it all the way back here for 7.
Okay.
So when you approach with Penny and are right here, you see her off to your right down the street.
Okay, so if she's already done the bless thing on these houses, then I shouldn't have to get my water holy water, right? Like it's normal fire now?
Indeed. As you sort of re-emerge in the district, you can see a lot of the houses now have lost that unnatural tinge to the flame. And they look like they're burning with normal fire, like the one immediately off on your left. And then further down the street, you can see that a lot of the buildings have sort of lost that unnatural light to them.
So I'm gonna go this way to try and hit these houses so it doesn't spread, like with just regular fire.
All right.
Try to hit this one with my bucket. Oh yeah.
So not too long after the two of you arrive, Hilda and her water brigade begins to trickle in.
Hell yeah.
Hilda's water brigade.
So
Got the
Hilda,
perfect gift for this too.
you notice the same thing. That a lot of these buildings, except for the one kind of immediately next to you, and the one sort of in the center, a lot of them have lost that unnatural tinge, and they seem to be regular fire.
Oh, well, that's good. Alright, everyone. Buckets away.
All right. So everybody sort of like filters in after you. You don't get immediately 10 people because they have to slowly fill their buckets. But you get a couple to come with you, and they sort of begin throwing water over these flames here. And eventually, sort of from down the street, you see more of them coming. And the ones who finish with their water, they immediately run off back down the street to go refill it. And so you kind of see these people now cycling in and out, grabbing more and more water. And they manage to extinguish the flames on this building here.
Awesome. I want to
Good
be like a
citizens.
fucking traffic guard directing people where to go.
All right. So they finish extinguishing this building, and it's now just sort of smoking and still kind of falling apart slightly, but the fire is out. And a couple of them run down the street with full buckets, and they just sort of look at you. Where should we go next?
I'm gonna point to this house.
All right, and then they move on, and they'll continue that process. I'm assuming you just want to guide them to all the same houses that are not magical fire.
Yeah.
All right.
But like obviously getting the closest ones first.
Yeah, of course, and just sort of moving along the road like this towards the next couple.
Yeah.
All right, then that's what you're going to be organizing. Naraka, what do you do after you and Penny finish extinguishing this building?
I guess just get more water and just try to hit the buildings that, like this one, maybe, if Hilda's water brigade hasn't hit it yet.
All right, so you're going to join the water brigade then?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
From time to time, Hilda, you notice that new people are trickling in. More people have grabbed buckets, and you now have a bigger group. You have now 20 people, and then around 30 people as you progress for about 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes as you work with the folk of Chalice to extinguish the flames.
Fuck yeah.
This is so nice. Their city is burning, and we're like, wow, team effort, guys.
Imagine how it would have gone if Amy failed that intelligence save.
The entire city would be gone.
All right,
We'd all
now
just lay down in the middle of the square.
we are going to go to Koja now.
Fantastic.
Fun time.
Koja,
He's dead.
you have made your way back to the Artisans District. Let me get rid of all your friends.
We're all dead, Koja. You can't save us.
Stop, you're giving her anxiety.
And you sort of sprint by a guard who is just sort of... he's talking to a crowd of people who are all asking him very loud and panicked questions about what's going on. He's just, calm down, everybody. I'm sure that the town watch has got it covered. Just try and calm down.
I'm just gonna go ahead and ask him if he's seen a wizard around.
Wizard. Yeah, saw like an old fella, pointy hat, long beard.
Yeah, sounds
Is
like him.
that your wizard? Yeah, not too long ago, he went into that building over there. Points over here. The center of the Artisans District.
Oh, is he? Oh, he's still in there.
Well, I didn't see him come out.
Thank you. Oh, Flamp, why'd you have to put that in my head? I guess we go past the crowd and head inside.
All right. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong space. Let's go somewhere else. Where is the right place then? It's this one.
Certainly not where the left place is.
Alrighty. Tiny. Alright, Koja, you walk into this building. The door is unlocked.
Huh.
And
Well,
you
that's not
see
good.
you see sort of slumped over in a chair off to your left at a table what appears to be a dwarf facing away from you.
Uh, hi?
Doesn't respond.
That's never a good sign. Well, I guess I'll check his pulse first thing.
Alright, you're gonna have to get a little closer to do that. You check his pulse, you do not feel one.
Fuck.
And kind of see some foam flecking his beard and at his lips.
I guess from there I'm just gonna look around the room.
Alright, you glance around the room. It seems to be a carpenter's workshop. You can see some tools lying around and some cabinets for storing them. But in the corner, you see a trapdoor, which is currently ajar.
Bingo. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be smart here and just yell hello down it first.
Alright. From down, you can kind of see a ladder that descends down the trapdoor. And from further down it, you can see just sort of some stone flooring. But you hear a few seconds after you call down there, Henry's voice. And he says, who is that?
It's Koja from the ranger station. That's who it is, right?
Right. You can come down.
All right. I'm gonna climb down.
It's a trap.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Then give me 1 second.
Naturally deceptive.
Turns out it's actually a trap.
I don't know. I'm honestly wary of the idea that any of them are left in the city, considering the plan was seemingly to blow the place up.
Well, I mean, he answered instead of fucking Fenton, so.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Kinda sus.
Oh god, I'm venting right now.
You are? Oh my god, I hate this.
Alright. One last thing to do.
Naraka, no.
Too late to stop Naraka.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, this is a little more fun.
I wasn't gonna put much effort into it anyway.
Actually, that's more fun. Wing wing chat, ready? Here we go. Okay. Alright, Koja, you descend down the ladder into a basement. Immediately in front of you at the base of the ladder, you can see sort of this tall stack of crates. That blocks your vision from the rest of the cellar.
More fun? Why'd you lie to me?
Oh, fuck.
Oh boy. I'm gonna yell again. Is Fenton still here?
Another sort of pause, and then... Yes, of course. But don't shatter my concentration.
Shit, do I still have the mirror? No, that's metagaming. I can't do that. Even if I do.
I don't think that's too metagaming.
I mean, do I have it? I think I can't.
You guys hand it off so often that I have no idea. I usually assume that Flimp has magical things, so Flimp definitely has the hand mirror. He's right. You might have the shard.
Wait. Oh, because we look through it so often. Would anything about this look familiar to me? Or at least would I be able to see anything over the crates?
It's definitely a cellar, but the crates are blocking your way.
Well, you didn't say it was bad. I guess I'm gonna cautiously stop and check the mirror shard I have.
All right. You sort of gaze through the shard, holding it a little closer to your face to kind of see a little better. And you look through the mirror, and you can just kind of see the back of Fenton. He's sort of bent over, examining something on the ground, and then just sort of cut off out of the corner. It's a small shard. You can see what appears to be an armored shoulder.
God, what do I even say?
And actually, off in the distance, and what is sort of giving you a little bit of light, is windows. Sort of high up along the far wall.
95 or 10?
I'm gonna shout over the crates again. Things are getting pretty bad out there. Why are you guys still down here? Well,
Go ahead. If you wanted to say something else.
That's all. I was just saying, well, I'm still looking at that.
This time, you hear Henry's voice again. Wizard wanted to examine the arcane circle longer. I'm his escort.
It's me.
Sounds so sus.
This is
I
kind
would
of
be so
sussy.
mad if nothing is wrong.
This is kind of sus.
And
Impossible.
before he didn't deactivate it, and he's just inspecting it.
Oh,
And then they blow
Activates
up
it as you
and
walk around the
Koja
corner.
dies. The end.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my hand on my crossbow and I'm gonna walk around.
All right. You walk around to the far end of the cellar and turn around the crates. You gotta take 1 or 2 steps for it. There you go. Now you can see. And this is what you see.
You motherfucker.
I told you it'd be more fun, chat.
I hate you. I hate you so much. You had to play the fucking ominous music and everything. God damn it.
Honestly,
that's-
I thought it would be funnier if my scenario went through.
they are literally just chilling.
All right. So, Koja, as you turn around the crates, you can get a better look at what is happening in the cellar. Fenton is sort of bent over and examining a still and faded arcane circle on the ground. And Henry turns towards you. And as he does, you notice that his armor, his face, matted in his hair, he is completely covered in blood.
Damn. You've had better days.
And clenched in one of his gauntlets, sort of his empty hand where his shield is not, you see a severed head that he is gripping by the hair.
Well, good job with that one.
And as he sort of turns towards you, he just sort of tosses the head at your feet, and it just sort of rolls to a stop and says, "Is that your witch?"
Doesn't look familiar, right? Right, Jay?
It's not a witch you've ever seen before, no.
Not one I've seen.
Well, tried to summon ravens to attack me.
Oh. I guess that is her then. Holy shit.
You were mentioning ravens, right?
Yeah. We'd only seen a painting of this one. God damn.
What the hell's going on in the rest of the city? Whole cellar shook not even half hour ago.
This part I'm gonna like kind of direct towards Fenton, like kind of turn towards him while I'm talking. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you know that fire that was in your house when you were messing with the Alexandrite?
Ah, yes, how could I forget?
That's all over the residential district.
I see. He kind of stands up from what he was doing. Yes, this has turned for the worse then, I see.
How exactly did you finish putting it out?
Well, there's only a small amount, and, well, you all brought your sand, that's what worked. Or your dirt, or whatever you had.
Sand.
She kind of stares dumbfounded at you.
Pocket sand.
Well, that's not a good sign, but we need to get moving anyway.
Alright, they will follow you. You said the entire residential district?
Looks like it, yeah.
How fascinating. What powerful magic. Explosion of that radius. Just kind of muses to himself. He's gonna pick that head up and bring it with him.
The insane ramblings of a madman.
Alright. So one by one they follow you back up out of the cellar. And they decide to not paste. Cool, I love that.
Duplicate.
Oh, there we go. They just were taking a little bit longer. Now there's a lot of them. You guys can go away. The stunt doubles, right? Alright, so one by one they follow you out of the cellar. And back out into the Artisans District. And Fenton, just the entire way, is just kind of rattling on about the fire. Have you examined the fire?
No, I was busy trying to help people, Fenton. Please.
I see, but you said it won't go out, right?
No. I think Flimp tried. Some people were tossing water on it. Nothing was happening.
I see. You're just kind of stroking his chin and thinking. Alright, are you intending to lead them just right back to the residential district?
Yeah. She is not slowing down.
Alright, they're definitely a little slower than you are. As you can run quite faster than them, but they do their best to keep up. Alright. Now then, Koja, you arrive back in the residential district. And see just sort of a whole mess of commoners everywhere, throwing buckets of water on the fire. And you see the fire actually being extinguished by their water.
Huh.
Fenton says, I thought you said that they couldn't extinguish the fire.
We'll have to figure that part out.
I see.
I know the priestess, I guess, dampened it a little, but I didn't think she could do this much.
Alright. Now then, the fire brigade has been busy. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one that Sister Amy was able to do. There we go.
Well, that's a good sign.
as they just sort of are finishing up extinguishing this one as you enter, Koja. And further down the street, you can see Sister Amy down this direction. Naraka, I'm assuming you and Penny are helping all over the place, so you're probably around here. And the rest of you can kind of see Koja arrive, flanked by Henry and Fenton.
Wow, good job, guys.
Again, the Artisan District was a bit of a runaway, so it's taken you a little longer to get back. So they've had some time to work.
Yeah, but still.
All right. So the only fires still burning now in the square are these center buildings. This one is just absolutely engulfed in flames. Pretty much the entire building. It is partially collapsed. And this one's in a little bit better of a state, but is still just engulfed in flames. That sort of unnatural flame. And Fenton just sort of hobbles over to you, Naraka. Your friend here was telling me that the flame wouldn't go out, but it appears as though you've found a way to put it out. What exactly is going on here?
Well, I don't know much about this sort of thing myself, but it seemed holy water and like blessing the fire did the trick, and then we just threw water.
All right. As you describe how you put out the fire, as these folk are up here finishing that off, this is just a corpse, so I'm just going to move out of the way for you.
We're just like standing on top of it, like having a casual conversation.
And Koja just sort of also listening. You can see Naraki and Hilda, you can see as well, Henry just completely covered in blood and holding a severed head. But he actually, as you talk, Naraka, and you describe how you put out the fire, he just quietly reaches in his pouch and just pulls out 2 vials and just tosses them to you.
We'll catch them. What are they? What
He
is
just
this?
kind of nods and just goes, "Holy water."
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, that's very convenient.
oh yeah. Also, guys, looks like Candor is dealt with.
Oh, really?
Oh shit.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys
it's
killed
not
Candor. You guys are the ones who killed Candor.
Oh no, God, what is the name? What
What's
is?
the other one?
No, oh God, how did I forget the name?
Sister Olm.
Yeah, there, that one. Fuck you.
Are there any others? There's, I think, one more, right? Oh.
Well, if
Sister
Alm was
Shadow
still
Man.
here, then yeah, that's actually bad news for those people we set
Those
off.
poor kids.
Because I'm
Well-
pretty sure that's the only place left.
They have fun with that.
That seems like a them problem.
Yeah, that seems
Well-
like a, yeah, not us.
Sure.
We've already done enough.
Plus, we could use a rest.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was not saying we should go up there, but I'm just saying. Bad news.
But not as bad of news as it could have been.
That is true.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
You're like, stop. Yeah, whatever.
So Naraka, Henry has tossed you the holy water that he carries on him, and just kind of grumbles. Met my fair share of vampires.
Well, he has my respect. He's just like, I'm like, yes, that is a strong man right there.
Hey, Naraka, I'll take one. And
Yeah, I'll give. You can do as you wish with it, I suppose.
I kind of need to help out a little too.
All right.
I've
Well,
just been
you
telling people what to
led
do.
the fire brigade. That was pretty helpful.
Well, that's telling people what to do, not actually doing something.
Yes, but people need
Leadership's important.
direction. Yeah, people need direction in order to properly function.
Your fire brigade has kind of grown over time, and there's now about 50 townsfolk helping you.
See, Hilda, you're the leader of
So
the
things
fire
have begun to
brigade.
progress a little more quickly as they're now cycling much more efficiently with going back to get more water. And Flimp, you sort of pass by a bunch of them running to the well as you've sort of quenched the flame at the edges and can now see that there's not really any more flames flickering up above the shingles of the rooftops in the distance. You can see that there's sort of just a lot more smoke as you've finished in that back street and are free to do what you want now.
I think I'm gonna just pass out in the back street.
Just take a nap.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
All right, if you want to.
Oh, fine.
Back streets back. Good night.
Shut up.
Good night. Oh my- That's funny. Never mind.
Thank you.
Okay, it was a little funny.
This is pretty funny.
And I assume the entrance to this building is on this side.
Yeah, it's on this side.
All right. I'm gonna toss the vial into the flames.
All right. You hear kind of a hiss as the water splashes over it, and you can see sort of centered out from where the holy water landed, the unnatural light of the flame just kind of dissipate as it turns back to normal fire.
Does this
Fuck yeah.
house still need it?
Yep.
The one that yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just
So
the two
I'll
in the
throw-
center.
I'll throw my vial on that one.
All right, the same thing happens for you. And now these two buildings are normal fire. And you have some fire brigade members returning with buckets of water who can get to work on those.
Cool.
Heck yeah. This one's probably gonna take a little longer.
Yep, but you now have a lot more people because they've finished all the other buildings.
Well, I think I can safely assume where the fire started.
All right. Now then. As everybody works, you eventually manage to extinguish all of the buildings. It takes you maybe another 10-ish, 20-ish minutes with everybody cycling in and dumping tons of water on these buildings. But eventually you manage to sort of repel the flames. Hilda, the building that you're in front of, as you're putting it out, is just sort of collapsing in on itself, the roof caving in. It appears to be the most damaged building. Parts of its walls were just sort of blown completely off and have massive holes in them. All right.
I'm gonna wait for the fire to die down before I go inside.
And that one, after the efforts of the townsfolk and the holy water, that one is now extinguished. So, there you go.
Inventive.
It
Nice.
feels so weird seeing the inside of a house
Yeah.
from the outside of the house.
It's how burnt houses be like that though.
It's
So
also how
now
windows be.
the lot of you stand amongst the wreckage of these sort of burned out buildings. Hilda, the one that you're in front of the most, damaged.
I'm gonna go inside.
All right. The building itself, as you enter, sort of the whole front wall is collapsed, and you don't even need to walk through a door because there is no wall there. And you can just see just sort of completely charred wreckage of furniture inside this house. And actually, off to your right, as you enter, you can see a trapdoor that has just been completely blown open and has these scorch marks all around it.
What's this stuff?
Just embers.
Ah. Alright, I'm gonna hop down. Or maybe I shouldn't hop down.
There is a ladder, but it looks severely burned.
Yeah, I realized that after I said that. I'm gonna go get Naraka.
Yes, hello. It is me.
Hey, can you come here a second? I need you to hold a rope.
Okay.
I think Coach is also just going to sit down and take a well-deserved rest. But also wave to Penny.
I'm gonna tie a rope around my waist and then hand the other end to Naraka.
I will gladly take it.
Alright. I'll tug on it if I need any hoisting assistance.
You got it.
And then I'm gonna go down the hole.
All right. You are slowly lowered down into the. It's not too far, so you can actually just drop right down. And you land in a basement on severely scorched stone, and you sort of take a look around, and this is what you see. Pretty much everything in this cellar has been completely blown to bits and scorched. Most of the furniture is pretty much just dust. And on the far side of the room, you can see two just completely blown out windows with their glass completely shattered. In the center of the room, the most obvious thing is just this massive scorch mark on the stone.
Anything else that I can see? Like out of place?
You can see what looks to be something lying here. And it looks like sort of a frame that used to be made of wood, but now is just completely scorched black. As well as just a bunch of what at first you thought was just glass kind of scattered across the floor, and then you realize is the remnants of a mirror.
Well, shit. And if I remember correctly, the mirror from the tower didn't react to me at all?
No.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna grab a shard of mirror.
Okay.
And it's like a fucking destroyed chest.
It is just completely incinerated.
I'm gonna
No.
look inside, see if anything made it through.
There is just some twisted, melted, and completely scorched nothing. Whatever was in this chest did not survive the blast.
No.
Eesh. That sucks.
No.
Well, no loot here, I guess. What's this?
It's what?
Is that just like a fucking shattered pot?
Yep, just shattered pots.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tug on the rope.
Okay. Naraka, are you gonna do anything about that?
No, actually, I'll leave. No, I'm just
This is your home now.
kidding. Hey, Hilda, you get to stay down here, and I drop her. No, I'm just kidding. I'll pull her up.
Alright, so with the assistance of Naraka, you are able to make your way out of the cellar.
Okay, so everything down there was blown to fucking smithereens, including a mirror.
Oh, that's fun. Well,
And
I
I
mean,
grabbed
it's
this. Then I'm gonna show her the shard of mirror.
of course mirror. It's just like a regular mirror. Is it just chilling?
Well, I have reason to believe that it's not.
Well, that's
Well-
valid, considering we had other mirrors to deal with.
And
Yeah.
if it is one of the magic mirrors, I can't really do anything with it, so.
Does
I took it
resemble
with me.
the mirrors you've seen before.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get Koja or Flint to touch it.
I'm
But
gonna.
who knows where Flimp is?
Yeah, where is Flimp? Flimp?
Say, where's Flimp?
Flimp! He's not responding. Where is he? Where's our little man?
Hey, where's Perry?
Oh my god.
Platypus.
Fighting duck.
Carry the platypus.
Are you
The
are you passed out? Is Flint passed out? Just like chilling?
You wouldn't know. But yes.
Where is he?
He's still in the back street.
Okay, well,
Which I assume is not there.
I
No.
will go find him. I'm standing
go-
next to his token because I'm going to find him. That's what this means.
I'm gonna go bring the shard to Koja and Fenton.
Hmm?
Hey, so I found this exploded mirror in the basement over there.
Oh boy.
Could you do your
Yeah, let
thingy?
me see it.
Thanks.
She's gonna get up. I'm gonna take it.
All right. Koja, as you grab it, it sort of clears. The cloudiness of it clears in this little shard, and instead just turns entirely black.
Oh,
That's not good.
that can mean a couple things, but I'm worried about the most likely one.
It means a couple things. None of them are good.
None of them are good.
Yeah, Flimpet is getting dark.
Like, best case scenario is that this is just like, I don't know, the other mirror that whatever we would have seen is fucked up, but I don't think that's even close to it, so that's nice.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we better keep this handy. This is really the biggest piece you could find.
I'm gonna,
It's the
I'm gonna
most.
go out on a limb here and try something a little
It is the most
weird.
intact piece that you can find. The rest of it is just completely melted and twisted and blown to bits. Sorry, continue though.
While Koja's holding on to it, I'm gonna like tap the mirror and then say, "Hello."
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I got nothing.
You're like, knock, knock, hello? No answer. Alright, I'm done.
I don't know magic. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, that's how we.
Is this thing on?
Like you're tapping a mic, like hello, tap, tap, hello.
Let's just put a pin in that for now. I'm gonna put that in my bag.
I just do what I think might work, and that's all I care
And
about.
you're rarely correct, and we love you for it.
All right, Naraka. It is getting sort of dark in the city now that all the flames are extinguished. You kind of really notice that it's approaching nighttime. But as you sort of walk down the side streets, you just kind of turn your head to looking for Flimp and see the little gnome just kind of lying in one of the back streets, just kind of sitting up against one of the buildings.
I don't know. I will run
Yes.
over to him. Is he like definitely not dead?
You run
He's
up to him
alive.
and you can see his chest moving.
Okay.
Is he
Is he, like-
adorable while he's sleeping?
He's of course he is. Of course he is. I will.
Hilda takes 1 radiant damage for even questioning that.
I'm gonna pick him up, and then we're gonna leave. I will carry him.
An easy task for you.
Yes, he's so tiny.
All right. Then you carry him back to the residence district to your compatriots, I'm assuming.
Yes. Hey guys, I found Flint.
Flimp, it's entirely up to you
Okay.
when you want to wake up. There's nothing actually keeping you asleep.
Well, that's nice, Naraka. That's nice.
I wanna give Flimp a head pat.
Everybody give Flint a head pat.
He's older than you guys.
Yeah, but he
So
deserves
he's
head
also
pats.
smaller than us.
Yeah, he's tiny. He needs head pads.
Well, why doesn't Naraka pat my head then? I'm smaller than her.
Because you're Koja.
Oh, fuck you.
I'll give you head pats, Koja. There you go. Head pat.
You just want head pats because you're a fucking cat.
Shut up.
Furry.
Why don't you go to a China shop, you fucking bitch?
Me or Naraka?
You know what? Why not both?
I don't think a pirate would really.
Just steal everything.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I
would-
accidentally upgraded my headphones. I didn't catch anything in the past 3 seconds.
Well, sounds like you problem.
Well, at least it means I didn't get roasted.
Anyway, now what, guys?
All right. You see, kind of Fenton has broken away a little bit from the group, and he's just sort of like talking to himself.
Oh boy.
Hey, Fenton. Everything all right, buddy?
He just kind of puts up a finger to you, just to kind of like say one moment, as he just kind of speaks.
He's on the phone, guys. Sorry.
What's a
Hey.
phone?
Just
I don't know.
pauses, and you just kind of see him just staring off, kind of up into the sky, as if he's listening to something. And then he says, "Apologies. Was there something you needed?"
What were you doing?
Just speaking with our friends who went to the Lakeland district, of course.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, he doesn't know that. Who you spoke to earlier?
And how are they doing? Did they take care of the thing?
Fenton tells you what
Next time,
happened
Hog.
in the Lakeland district.
Fenton relates
And we-
to us the occurrences of what happens in the Lakeland district.
And we
in
all-
detail.
We all agree that, as a group, Sister Amy and Penny and everybody all agrees that, wow, that does sound like a very interesting thing that I would surely want to watch at some point in the future for a
And
We
one-shot.
all have
I-
a reaction to it.
I genuinely thought there was just gonna be like a find out next time on Dragon Ball Z moment.
Just like cut to
Wow, that
black.
really happened?
Whoa, that sounds super cool, and I would love to see it on Grand Lorien
Okay,
Twitch.
I'm getting rid of this exchange. Nah, I'm going up here. Fuck this.
Actually,
But Jay,
we are at 3.5 hours, so
Oh man.
this is a good point to wrap up, and then I'll talk a little bit in a sec. But was there something you immediately want to do? Sorry, Hilda.
Now you can't kill any of them off because we know they're talking to Fenton. Ha ha
I'm assuming they're not so inept that they would all die. I'm
I
just
think
Hey, you
it's
never
actually
know.
funny.
crossing my fingers and hoping for that.
ha.
I hope they all die, please. Death. Death upon you.
They have to all die.
Death upon you.
To prove Jay wrong.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, Fenton, who are you talking to?" And he's like, "They're departed souls. They all die."
He's just a crazy person. He wasn't talking to anybody.
He was just like sitting there,
I
like,
wouldn't put it past you.
Yeah, so actually, it would actually be better to stop here now. And then next week we'll do a little bit more. I was thinking we would finish, but we went a little longer. So I think instead what we'll do is we'll maybe a little bit of a shorter session next week, but we'll do basically an epilogue next week where we wrap
cool.
everything up.
And then we can all take a rest and take a bath.
Yeah, there'll be still time to like RP and do all the stuff, like wrap up everything here, and then from there we can do sort of the actual wrap up of everything. I don't want to rush anything now, so we'll stop here since that's a good time to stop, and then I'll see if I can arrange the Classic Crows one shot. If we can get it in between now and next session, that'd be amazing. I'm gonna try to do that, but we'll see.
Really hope so.
yeah.
Me too.
Because
We finished.
whatever
then-
they find is a giant motivation changer.
Exactly. That's why I wanted that to happen first, and that's why it sucks that we couldn't get that ready. So I'm gonna talk to them.
All right.
But yeah, another thing that you guys should think about is what you want your epilogue to be, because I can prep things if you tell me in between now and next session. Think about what you're going to do after you resolve things and everything like that. What your character's motivation would be on the next step in their journey. Because then you can let me know and I can prep stuff. Otherwise, we just have to do it all theater of the mind.
I
Depends
think
on
we
how
all
long.
already know where I'm going.
Yeah, you fucking
Yeah.
gay. uh, I
Yeah,
have an idea of what Hilda would do.
True, if we're competing with Bass, then the Crows beat everybody, with people like Killian spending an entire school year bathing like once, twice maybe. It was rough. All right, yeah, so we'll wrap it up here. You guys consider what I said for next time. I'll try to arrange the one shot to happen before the next session. I can't guarantee that it will, but I'm going to do my best to try and get it to happen.
I'm glad Jay didn't make us roll any fucking charisma. Because I'm pretty sure me and Koja smell like shit and burnt hair.
Hey, you don't know. You don't know what I'm doing in my private time.
Bathing yourself like a cat?
Maybe.
Why would you be licking yourself? You were just in the sewers.
Funny.
Koja has like 50,000 diseases.
The world may never know how Koja gets clean.
You
Koja
were
has
the
a really,
most-
really powerful immune system.
Koja also knows prestidigitation, so
But prestidigitation can only get you so far.
they're further than you.
My God. Okay, stop fighting.
Keep talking like that and I'm gonna hug you.
All right.
Your
Well,
health is so low. I know sleep.
All right.
Do you have any spell slots left?
Exactly one, actually.
just enough to knock Hilda the fuck out.
Convenient.
I did indeed eat a dead person multiple times. So.
Wait,
That's
what?
true, actually, Naraka is.
I
Did-
have
Number
indeed
of dead
Eating
eaten
zombie
zombies.
cannibalism, actually,
Oh,
I mean,
right,
No,
that, yeah.
I'm a minotaur, so no.
you know what I mean. In a world like this, cannibalism would at least apply to like any intelligent race, I think.
I could make a joke here that I'm not going to make, and we're gonna move on.
Thanks for the 3 months,
my
Luna.
I think I got it, and I'm very angry with you.
Two of us smell like hell, and Naraka's got the worst fucking breath right now.
I just whip out my tiny little bottle of mouthwash that I keep on me because that's a thing that exists. Pop that
It's called
shit like a
it's called
it?
alcohol.
Oh yes, that's so true.
All right. So thanks everybody for watching. It feels good to be back in the swing of things, and that was a really fun session.
That's fun.
Get everything all figured out.
Okay.
Glad nobody important died.
Let me drag that under. I realized it's behind the emblem. Let me fix that. That's fixed now. Thanks for the 3 months too, DJ. So the next actual stream will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, returning to Whispers in the Woods. They just sort of were right entering into a dungeon, and had just only done a little bit of exploring in it, and are going to do more next session, so that'll be exciting.
Good luck with that.
And the next actual session of this campaign will be most likely next Tuesday, unless anybody has any issues with that.
Jay is just a coin toss away from benevolent and malevolent.
I'd hate
He
to
is
go here, but I
both.
will put it out there. I would not mind delaying for the one shot.
If you guys were okay with that, I would be okay with that too, because I think it would be a little, it'd be a little nicer just to have everything wrapped up with a little bow,
Yeah.
knowing what happens in the one shot. I felt bad that because of the scheduling conflicts, we didn't get like kind of the full wrap up for you guys. So if you guys are okay with delaying, I'm telling you, I will try to do it as soon as possible. Like I'm not gonna be lazy with it because I want it to happen ASAP. So
I'm fine with delaying.
I'm going to do
so-
my best to make it happen before next session, and then I'll let you guys know if it doesn't, and we'll talk about it. Okay?
I'm 50-50.
Yeah.
Like on the one hand, I want to finish, but on the other hand, I don't.
You want it to be like complete.
like
though.
Yeah,
So-
there's upsides and downsides to both of it.
Yeah.
But I'll do my best to get it organized, and then if it won't work, then I'll let you guys know, and we can decide then.
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had Grand Low TPK. I made it a little cleaner too, I think, since last time. It feels like it was ages ago when I did that, but I'm pretty sure I cleaned it up a little bit
Oh.
just to make it look a little nicer. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. This is a bit of a longer session. It's a little later in the night, but thanks everybody. And I will see everybody tomorrow for more Whispers in the Woods. Looking forward to returning to that one as well. So all of you, take care. I'll do announcements if I do manage to get the one shot going. I'll do an announcement for that and everything. So look for that on both Twitter and the Discord if it is going to happen. So yeah, keep an eye on those. If you ever miss a VOD and want to find it, check out the YouTube channel. There's a link below in my about section for more of the archives of any sessions you may have missed. I know not a lot of them are on the Twitch right now because I took the week off. So if you're looking for more streams, check out the YouTube. We got a world anvil as well, which is kind of like a wiki for all the lore of the homebrew world that all of my campaigns take place in. So you can follow that link as well. I think there's ! Lore. Somebody will do it. And my Twitter link is there too. and then !Discord at any time in our chat. We'll give you the link to our Discord where we have channels and stuff like that for discussing the campaigns. We have art channels, we have meme channels for shit posts. We got all sorts of stuff. Luno is my bot that if I was more ambitious, I could program a bot to do it every once in a while, but I don't want to. So Luno is taking over for that. But yeah, so there's a bunch of links if you want to check those out. And you can follow if you want to be notified of when I'm live. Other than that, I hope you have a good night.
Good night, chat.
It's been so
Night,
long
chat.
since I did that little end
See
spiel.
you whenever.
So take care and have a good night, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow.